What is Yasmin Rico posting on her stuff where it looks like she's happy?
Yo. Mm.
La, la, la. Give me a second.
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yo,
Yo, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Chilling, chilling. Um,
Where do you get this
it's
show on
pretty
the
cool
road?
stuff, bro. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
Wait, so school is like something a guy started, and it gets other people to also start their own schools, or like how does it
Yeah,
work?
yeah. It's pretty much a pyramid scheme. School is like, so you
Yeah,
know what Discord is?
yeah.
So Discord is like a community platform where you host communities and you hang out. School is the same thing, but it makes monetizing what you know and are already passionate about super duper easy. So like, for
Okay,
example,
nice.
I'm passionate about like healthy entrepreneurship and no burnout and yada yada. And I've found that teaching that in my school, which is essentially I just teach people how to build schools. It's been super successful for me. Like in my first, what day are we? 26. So in my first,
Wednesday. Yeah, 26th.
yeah, in my first 37 days of my schoolyard thingy, I've made a good sum of money. I've grown my MRR, which is monthly reoccurring revenue, to 351 US dollars, which is pretty cool. And
Crazy, bro.
some people,
Really?
yeah, some people
And
pay.
that's just by getting like where does the money come from? Or like it comes from other people also paying for this a school subscription, and then after you sort of, or is it
So
like
there's my personal business model is join my schoolyard, which is free to join. So it's like joining a Discord or joining a Facebook group. It's free. You get to hang out. You can kind of like steal all my tricks. Why is this like not focusing? It's supposed to be an HD camera.
your
Um,
camera's pretty terrible, eh?
sorry.
Mine is kind of blurry. My camera's kind of blurry. Wait,
It doesn't
like if
matter.
I turn it off,
The quality right here will look like shit, but what Riverside does is it stores the recording to your device before then uploading it after the call is done. So if there's ever glitches, when the final recording gets posted, it doesn't look like a glitch at all, which is pretty
okay,
cool.
nice,
Um, but yeah,
solid.
so I people join my Discord, they learn from all my free stuff, and then if they want more, they pay for premium, which is $22 right now a month. After Black Friday, it'll be $67 a month.
Really,
Yeah, and
6, 7.
then exactly that's the only reason I made that price. And then VIP is $222 a year, which I just had someone sign up to VIP yesterday, which was pretty sick. And
Sick.
then my business
And
model
so
is
when they sign up, they can also like start their own school, right? And then get other people to join. So it's
exactly.
like
So
okay, so I know what you mean by like pyramid scheme, but it's kind of like a pyramid scheme, but
yeah,
like kind of like work, but it kind of like works if like you put
yeah,
in enough like
it's
marketing to
not a
yourself.
pyramid. Yeah, it's not a pyramid scheme because like pyramid schemes always need to like you become your own boss and then you hire people under you and they become their own boss and hire people under them. So it doesn't work that
Mm.
way because like for my school, I am the boss or whatever you want to call it. And then
Yeah,
people under
exactly.
me, they're just learning from me, but I don't like I don't make them into mini me's, you know, they all go do their own
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Yeah, like anybody can do
Yeah,
their own thing. Yeah, that's
exactly.
kind of
So just
sick.
give me like 1 second. If you want, I'm going to go do something quickly. If you want for two
Yeah,
minutes,
no
just tell
worries.
us about what nice like ice is. Actually, nah, save that till I'm back. So just give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. I'm back. And I'm ready. One sec, you're muted, you're muted. No worries. Do you hear me?
Very awesome.
Good.
Okay, that.
So. Little context. I guess I'm gonna mark clip, and we'll do like a real podcast intro and all that bullshit. So just give me a second. 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. Welcome to Schoolyard X Nice Like Ice. Today we're doing our first ever Schoolyard podcast. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. And yeah, we're going to talk about some cool kind of networking things, some cool ideas, probably talk about school a bunch. Hopefully we can help Pablo with his business and his ideas moving forward. Maybe he can help us with stuff because I think he does a better job of being kind of like teasing a product. I think I go gung ho, and I just definitely have stuff to learn from him in that sense. So I think, how do I just
appreciate you for the invite, by the way, also, bro.
Yeah, of course.
My first podcast, bro. It's also kind of fun to just like talk and change ideas. Yeah. And also when it's recorded, you know, you could kind of look back on it, kind of look back at the conversation.
And, the editor that we're in right now, Riverside, it's an AI editor, so it'll cut it all up into content like crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
so
sick.
It's super.
That's really
sick. How I do all my content, like all my client calls I take on Riverside. So I can just cut it up and shove it into content. I've actually done a bad job. I have like probably hundreds of pieces of content ready to post. I've just been too lazy.
Yeah. Me as well. Because sometimes it's like I have all these video ideas and like I write them down, and then it's just like I end up forgetting about them, or like I'll remember the good ones, or like I don't know. For me, it's like if I don't do something in the moment, like I can have all the good ideas I want, but then it's like fuck, like I just, you know what I mean? It'll be like out of there.
Well,
Like
you need
if I don't
you
like
need
do
to
it right
have
away.
yeah, you need to have some sort of system, like a productivity system to
Yeah,
keep it all.
one
Like,
hundred
what
percent.
I have you heard of getting things done, like GTD?
Uh, no, I haven't. What is it?
So, so it is a book by David Allen. This is the copy of the workbook, and I can send you a free PDF of it if you want. It's a very intense like
I'm down.
system to stay organized. And so actually for my Black Friday deal in my schoolyard is I'm selling it as part of a Jack OS package on how I'm managing my business, like everything to do with my business and what I'm doing. So just let me know if you can see my
Sick.
screen because I'll give a quick demo.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so right here, everything is run through Apple Reminders. And what that looks like is I've got an in tray. And so an in tray and a GTD system is very different than a to do list. A to do list means you have to do. This is just like my second brain. It's an area to keep every idea that goes into my brain. And very often I'll say, "Hey Siri, remind me to," and then it'll continue. And like I say, I don't know, remind me to call Pablo in 20 minutes, or remind me to book a haircut, or remind me to this. And because of the way GTD is set up, it's very intricate, a little bit overcomplicated. But once you get it right, like I have with my Apple Notes, I have the confidence that like any good idea I have, I'm not going to lose because it's going to go into my in tray. And so my in tray is just composed of a bunch of undefined next actions. And so what next actions means is that a to-do list, like if you say to-do list, philosophy homework as a
Yeah.
to-do list is fine, but it's not like actionable. So you want to always structure your to-do list and structure your what you need to get done in an actionable verbiage. So now I've got better at that. So I even when I go, "Hey Siri," and shove it into my in tray, because in tray is fine if it's not well defined. You can literally say like, "Hey Siri, remind me philosophy homework." But more importantly, it's important to just once you're going through your in tray. So every week I do a weekly review where I get current, I get concise, I get clear on what I need to do, and I start bottom up. And so the rule with your in tray is once you pick something up, you can't put it down until it's organized. So if I pick this up, essentially, get my projects on Speechify on River. So I know I accidentally messed that up when I said that to my Siri yesterday. Get my projects on Riverside all organized. So this is a little vague in terms of what the next action is. So the next action is open Riverside and find unpublished content. So that's like step one, unpublished. How do you write? Wow, I'm not even
Content.
close.
And so the idea, I guess the idea is like, so you, I guess I've kind of tried to do something similar like this, but I think just it's not, it doesn't really work as well as this seems to do, is that I had a folder on ChatGPT, and then
Mhm.
basically I tell it ideas when I think of it in the moment and stuff like that. And I kind of go through, so I have like a project and like different chats in the ChatGPT. But it doesn't really organize it into like a calendar or folders like, and you
Yeah.
know what I mean, like visually appealing like
Yeah.
this
I
does,
mean,
right?
it's
Because it's
good.
just
It's good to
ChatGPT.
use. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to use your ChatGPT. What is this eyedropper? What?
Because it does
It's
remember, and
not.
then you can call things back, but it doesn't remind you
Yeah.
really. Like, so like this is kind of like
Yeah.
connecting AI with
Yeah. Like I've
does
got
it use
a
AI?
no. I keep my to do list separate from my AI. I mean, I have a certificate from my college in ethical AI prompt engineering. So I'm pretty fucking fire at using AI. Like,
Yeah, like I have a
but
similar thing going on. I have one that
yeah, you've got
says nice like ice, then one like whatever. Let's say if I'm trying to work on ideas for a certain like marketing project or whatever, then I'll just do one for that, and then I'll do like start making, I'll have, by the end I'll have like 10, 15 chats inside of it,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
kind of keeps my
So
organized.
I've
It's like a different brains, It's like, oh, this is like the
exactly.
nice like ice brain. I keep it all in here.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty cool
important to stay
stuff.
organized like that because otherwise your AI will get confused.
Mm.
My AI, like these clones, I paid 1,000 US to get the coding to write a proper clone and to like make sure that it operates in the way I want it to. So, for example, if
Really?
I pull up, yeah, so it was a Tony Robbins event. They were running the AI Advantage, which is actually this. So this is the inside of it. Um,
Mhm.
so it was $1,000 to get into here and to get all their stuff. And $1,000 is a lot of money, but it has been worth it and then some. So like
Mm.
even just their prompt library is sick. It's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do productivity, writing, social, health, marketing? You're a marketing guy, right?
Marketing. I mean,
Let's do.
yeah, I guess I'm trying to mix marketing, business, and messaging. I guess messaging is marketing, but like, yeah, like meaning, marketing, and artistic, like this deep artistic desire I've always had. But the
So like,
marketing is obviously like a really important part in all of it, right?
yeah. So I have
Um,
a marketing clone that I put out. So if I go create a catchy slogan for school yarders that incorporates the word recess over, I mean, I already kind of have my slogan, recess over revenue, and conveys brand voice. It's like, I don't know, my personality. So it should be able to just run with this because I've already made the clone, so it already knows how I talk. I'm going to go through a really cool project, the Find Your Voice and Multiply output. So I'm going to train my AI to write exactly like me, which I've already done pretty well, but apparently this is just going to put it on crack.
mhm.
So I'm excited to do this sometime today. But
This
like
is
I'm
pretty
busy as
sick because I could see. So like, well, this by itself, like I is cool and all, but what's even cooler is like the fact that, or if you could get the different clones to be doing like work, like simultaneously. Or I don't know if that's gonna
yeah.
be so probably something more of the future. Or, I mean, some people are
That's
probably
that's what
starting to do
I
that already.
yeah that's what I do is like
Um,
I have this one project I'm going to do where I got connected with one of the past like marketing executives of Nike.
really
And this is
sick.
yeah this is her GPT that she made to like make you a brand kind of like personality with all your graphics. And so I'm going to dive into this. But what I was doing is like see how much prompting I gave it. All I
Yeah.
did was I just took my clone and I did a split view, right? I think so. Yeah.
Mm.
So I did a split view, and then I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
having these talk to each other. So I'm going to copy its answer, throw it in here. They're just going to keep talking to each other. And because I know my clone is already loaded with everything it needs to be loaded with. So then I can just like go out of this
Yeah.
chat, go do something else, like organize my to-do list or work on whatever
No, you could
else.
like program it so they could imagine like you could get two chats to talk to each other for like hours while you're like doing something else. And then they
Yeah, but
find up and they really sharpen ideas in that way without you being there.
in my opinion,
Does that work?
I think that would like because I know the back end of how AIs work, like GPTs, and how they think. Like you know why GPT, like when you're saying like, "Yo, GPT, make this 500 words," and then it makes it like 375, and you're like, "Are you dumb?"
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know
Like
why
certain
it
things it'll
can't
like
figure out
miscount.
how many words it needs to be using? But
No.
do you know why behind the programming of AI why that happens? So artificial intelligence doesn't think in terms of like words in the way we do. So when I say the sentence, I have a dog named Jack, it doesn't think like it doesn't think of that sentence the same way you and I just thought of it. Because like you and I just thought of it, and as humans, we probably focus on have a dog and then name Jack. But like I had like there's certain words you pay less attention to as a human, and certain words you pay more attention to because otherwise your brain would overload. Um, GCTs pay attention to literally every single word that has ever been sent to them. And so for them not to overwhelm themselves, how they respond is they respond with tokens. So instead of like, if I told you, yo,
Interesting.
Paulo, or I met you on the street and I said, what's your name? Your processing is going to be, my name is Pablo. Like you don't even process, right? It's like instinctual. But GPT, if I ask GPT, what's your name? It's going to have to think of the most probable sentence to answer that. So the most like, and when I say probable, it's going to reference all of its training data. So like, I think it's 300,000 football field sized Excel sheets worth of text, aka like all the Shakespeare books, all the Harvard books, all the like any book, any
Mhm.
literature ever. Like that's when people say, what is AI trained on? It's trained on
Yeah.
like all of human existence in text form.
Yeah, it's
And now it's
large
starting to get
amounts of
trained.
data, but in text
Like
form. Yeah.
LLM is large language model. So large language
Yeah.
model
Yeah.
is just a
Yeah.
model that
LLM.
has
Yeah.
been, yeah. So it's really cool because it thinks in tokens. So once you understand that, it changes the way you use GPTs because you're like, I understand that my GPT is just dumb.
Mhm.
Um,
It's about
like,
guiding it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like
Like
by
what I've been
itself, it's
telling a lot of people. Oh, go ahead. You can finish. What I say.
by itself, AI is useless because it's going to give you the most probable answer ever. And if it's more probable, it's less valuable because it's less unique. Like if I sold you the most normal apple ever, are you going to pay more or less money than if I sold you the rarest apple to like ever be found in the Cayman Islands or whatever that's like coated with
Yeah.
gold or whatever, you know?
Yeah. I know what you mean. No. Yeah. 100%. I completely agree, and I think that people say AI is the future, but I think it's really people who know how to use AI and like guiding AI in a certain direction. So like for me, I've like for example found like a lot of success in sharpening my own ideas and creativity skills just by even like talking into ChatGPT and like letting my thoughts out in real time and I'll send it whatever, right? Like 300, 400 blobs of text. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
me guiding it to a very, very specific point that I needed to get to where I'm trying to like just use all the adjectives and I can't have people around me when I'm doing this. Like I'm just kind of by myself and I'm kind of talking to it and like letting fully my thoughts out of like what I'm thinking in my head of like this vision that I have, but I want it to be a different direction. And I'm like putting all these things in there to kind of guide it like in a certain direction. And like that
Yeah.
way of like learning how to talk to AI, like not type because typing is completely different. You can't let your ideas out when you're typing. You just
No,
can't. You know what I mean?
we're talking the same language. I
Yeah,
yesterday I
yeah.
came up with my
Like
Black
I
Fr-
know you understand. I know you know this
yeah,
already probably, but
but
it's
telling audience members is super helpful. Like I yesterday I came
yeah.
up with my Black Friday offer and I came up with it because I had a conversation with one of my mentors for like an hour and a half. He helped coach me through like the promo cycle to like get it hyped up and then say sold and then etc. So he told me like because I kept saying I did my first promo cycle and then a bunch of people commented like me, I want in, I want in. And I was like, he was like, look, it's working in real time. And I was laughing because I'm like, these guys have already paid. Like all these people have already paid me for what I'm selling on Black Friday. So it's not
Mhm.
really working. They're just showing energy because they've already paid. And he's like, well, why don't you just freaking charge them again, you idiot? I'm like, oh, so now I
Yeah,
upsell those. So my Black Friday offer
yeah,
went from one thing to now a huge, much higher ticket thing, which is very important because it helps me identify who's like committed or not. Um,
yeah.
and I'm
Well, yeah, it
stacking a
helps you
bunch
know
of
your target
bonuses.
market better too, or like your
Exactly. So
customers.
what I'm doing is I'm giving people all my AI clones, how I built them, like templatized for them, the AI cloning like rubric of how they can create their own clones,
Mhm.
free sprint access for life. I'm giving them what I call Jack OS. So like you text me only on Instagram, I never see those messages because I go on Instagram like less than 30 minutes a week because I've like fully locked myself out. I hate social media apps like that in the sense that they're the biggest time sucks in the world. And like
Yeah, they
I've
just
done
suck
enough
out
like
time, take out hours of your day, and you don't notice
exactly.
it. Yeah,
I've done like
yeah.
enough philosophizing that I realize that like life is crazy short. Like sure I'm 20, but it'll be like this and I'll be 40 with kids and I'll have missed my 20s or missed my 30s. And I'm like, I'm not the average person spends 6 hours a day on social medias And if you do the calculation of what that is, so if we go 6 times 365, it's 2190. And then so 2190 divided by 24, it's 91 entire 24-hour days on your phone out of a year.
Crazy.
So then, so what is
This is
91
crazy.
divided
Yeah.
by,
No,
yeah,
and for me,
so
it's more.
90,
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's for me, it's like 150, like 140 days a year. You know what I mean? Like, because
yeah.
I'm on my phone
So
probably
just,
like 7 hours a day, 8 hours a
yeah.
day.
So just the
Ridiculous.
nine, just the 91 hours is 24% of your year. Like, so a quarter of
Yeah.
your year, not even your waking hours. Waking hours, it gets worse because you're only awake for 16 to 18 hours a day. So like
Mm.
of entire year, like every inch of every day, 24.9% of it is spent on your phone. So a quarter of your entire lifetime looking at a phone if you just do 6 hours a day on social media or on your phone at all. So like
Yeah,
for
it's
me, I
insane.
realize
It's
that
insane.
I'm like, I'm not living. I came up with my own little quote is if I live a life dictated by my notifications, I will die and look back on my life and feel pathetic and feel like what a waste. You know, the chances of you being alive are like
Yeah.
1 in a trillion, and you're gonna
No,
waste
like that's the ultimate
24.
nightmare is like
Exactly.
getting to the end of your life and living with like regret, you know, but like living with like deep regret. Because I think regular regret is easy to overcome. Like for me, everyone does things like, oh, I wish I didn't do this thing. I wish I didn't waste time here. I wish I did that. But like, that's fine. Like, we're at least still young now. So we're figuring it out. But for me, my biggest fear is like deep regret, right? If I get to like 50 and I'm like, wow, I remember all those chances I didn't do. I remember all those conversations I didn't have because I was scared. I remember like all these things, like all those risks I didn't take.
Mm,
All those days I spent doing nothing, like on my phone, for example, like we're talking about here. Um, yeah, 100%, bro. 1000%.
yeah. Well, we're talking the same language. Let's do because this will be helpful material for my Black Friday offer. Is we'll say this is what you get if you sign up for Jack OS. This is like half of the kind of idea. So let me share my screen and you'll follow along with your phone. It'll take you like 2 seconds and we'll set you up a screen time system that'll save you like 5 hours a day. So do you see my screen with just my little phone at the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go Screen Zen, which is this app. We're going to go more, friends, add a friend, link. I'm going to text it to you. So you're going to give me your number. What's your number?
514 244
Yeah. Yeah.
0214.
0214.
Yeah.
So this is I've done way too much work figuring out what the best social media like blocker is, and I found it Screen Zen, which is a completely free app run by a single dude, and he's super innovative, super like well thought out of everything he does, and he personally is responsible for me cutting my screen time like in nothing. And so already, because I'm in a very big launch phase, this little app
Mhm.
library is very unlike me. Like usually I'm at inbox 0, but because I'm launching my Black Friday sprint, like obviously my fucking school is blowing up. I haven't had
Yeah.
time to check emails, but like part of the GTD workflow, especially with the inbox 0 at the end of the week, is you get your inbox to 0 every week. So obviously I've spent a couple weeks just so like head in the sand building what I'm building for my Black Friday launch that I've let it slip. But what's cool about the system is you can let it slip and then just in one weekend get back to ground zero, feel like fully refreshed. That's the biggest benefit of the biggest benefit of screen time, of staying organized, of everything is that you're going to be focused. Like you're going to be um how do I say it? You're going to be present. You're going to be at ease in the sense that it's going to feel like you have the creative freedom and like your mind feels light and airy in the way that you
Mhm.
don't need
Doesn't feel
to.
cluttered.
Exactly. So like when I see a home screen like this, my brain feels cluttered. So a lot of the time what I
Mhm.
do is for apps I don't need notifications from, I turn off the little dongle right here. So Snapchat, I don't know how many I have. I might have like 10, I might have 100. I hide it. LinkedIn, I hide it.
Got it.
Facebook, I hide it. Discord, I hide it. Even my GoFundMe, I hide. I only have
Mm.
notification dongles on what I need to address. So this is
Like
family.
your
This is,
priorities, yeah.
yeah. So this is actually, this app itself is another like productivity hack I figured out. It's one app. So I get notifications from just this one app. It's called Beeper. From just this one app, I get Instagram DMs, WhatsApp, Discord, LinkedIn, and I can add more. I could add my Telegram in here. You can do
That's
X,
sick.
Signal, Messenger, Google. Like, you can do everything.
That's really
And so
sick.
I've been very like committed to Beeper, but apparently there's actually even a better one online that apparently
What's a
has.
beeper?
Sorry?
I heard the word beeper the other day. I forget what it like
Yeah.
maybe on text, but it was just like it said someone just said beeper like out of context, and I was like, what? And then I just forgot about it until this moment now.
Yeah,
Beeper.
yeah, yeah.
But that's actually a really cool idea. So you can just connect all your things into one, and you could see. Yeah, you just have one app that's kind of
Exactly.
more
So
simple.
I just have one app to go like. So now I'm trying to look up the other one because actually I would make the pivot right now. Um, all in one app. Because apparently there's one that brings in your iMessage stuff. I know Beeper's good. Yeah, okay. So there's Beeper and then there's Texts. So apparently Texts has. Oh, wait, what? Text is now just Beeper? Oh, wait, what?
Really?
So they say Apple, but I have not figured out how do you put in your iMessage?
Or you have to link your Apple ID into it.
Mm,
Who
maybe,
knows? Well, maybe it's a new update.
maybe. Yeah, let's see if I look up. So the other one is texts.com. So if I look up, it's kind of funny that I'm just using my phone on my laptop. Text
Yeah.
free. No, no. That's really funny. I think Beeper like recently bought Text. Then they must have just bought the competitor out.
We just set it into existence. Crazy.
I guess. Yeah, text.com is now Beeper. Holy
Wow.
snits. That's pretty
Wow.
crazy. So my Beeper just
That's
got
pretty crazy.
updated. Yeah. So my Beeper just got updated. What might be actually easier is if I just open up Beeper desktop. Because I'm sure that's an easier way to program in your iMessages. Because if I can put my iMessages in, then it would be perfect. Because then I feel comfortable hiding all the notifications from everywhere else except for Beeper. And for me, that's super
Right.
satisfying because I just get to like go through all of these. So let's go settings. It might be a little overwhelming, but it's just like reconnecting.
This
So
is it. That's so sick. And then Beeper has just access to the messages on your account, but it's like a trusted company, so it's like they handle all the
yeah,
privacy well and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It's super legit. Like they have some like backup code that you can download and keep forever. So I have that code
Nice.
hidden somewhere. Oh, I was touching this button. Yeah, my bad. Okay.
Is these days I've
Uh,
been realizing recently, like everything is so connected, like from different emails to like Instagram accounts, and then you hear about like data leaks in like randomly online, like whatever, or like people selling like what's it called? Like people just like selling information online. I feel like it's so important these days to have like 2FA on everything and have the codes.
yeah,
Because that's
yeah,
like
yeah,
with that, then you're fine. Like it's a pretty simple step, but a lot of people I think overlook that, and then they just have their accounts hacked, and then all of a sudden their credit card is just being used, and then they have to
yeah,
cancel their credit card, blah blah blah. Because everything is like so connected, like Apple ID to your uh, uh, Gmail, you know what I mean? To your
yeah,
apps, whatever it is.
yeah. So now I'm just trying to figure out how to do iMessage. Doesn't look like they have it here.
Maybe they don't have it yet,
Well,
and they're going to release
it
it
says
soon.
right here iMessage Connect, but for some reason it's grayed out. So why is it grayed out is the question.
Interesting.
So it's interesting. They now have a Beeper Plus, which is $9 a month, which what I like to do, and I think is always a hack, is when it's a newer company and you're like messing around with it and they have a cheap monthly subscription, you text their support and you say, hey, can I get a lifetime subscription? Because for me, I'll use Beeper my whole life as long as it's still reliable, it's still accomplishing what I want to. I feel like the developers are good behind it because
Yeah.
they like work hard. So what I do is Beeper Plus seems like a pretty good deal at $9 a month. Yeah, $10 a month, like that's good. What's unlimited?
Yeah.
Unlimited is you get unlimited total accounts, priority support. So let's get help and say, do you have a lifetime subscription? So I've done this with a couple apps like Rise Sleep, which this is actually really good that we're having this conversation because essentially right now I'm just demoing the Jack OS that I'm going to sell. So Rise
Okay.
Sleep
Sick.
is this app, which shows that I don't sleep nearly enough. I've been working too hard, but it takes your data
14.9
from
hours.
yeah, it takes your data from your watch, from your if you don't have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit tracker, it takes your data just from microphone of like how restless you are during the night. And then it adds up your sleep time over 2 weeks and then comes up with a sleep debt number. And so like me personally from different experiences in life is when I'm at zero sleep debt, I kind of feel like an energizer bunny. Like I've got energy all day. I can do whatever I want. I can work out whenever I want. I can like perform high level in
Yeah.
my sports. But when I've like stayed up all the time and I'm like this is probably as bad as my sleep debt has ever been because I've been in full work mode. Like I stay up way too late, work way too long.
Yeah.
Like this is a little inaccurate. I also slept from. I wonder if
Just
this is
lighting my
gonna
camera
work. This is
quickly.
yeah. This is probably not gonna work because it's on my laptop. But what I can do is I'll open up my phone here, add it. So I fell asleep at like last night. I fell asleep at like 11 and slept for a good hour or two. So like you can manually change when you like if you're at your like I don't know what it is, but your something didn't catch on, you can just add it, save. Um was that so yeah, so now my energy got changed a bit. So if I lock my phone and I reconnect, it'll show yeah, so instead of losing some amount of hours, I gained some amount of hours yesterday, which makes more sense because I did a weird little sleep. Like I slept from here till here. Um,
It's actually such a cool app though, because and
it's really
you
yeah,
can it kind of brings to your eyes like I feel like a lot of things in life are like everybody kind of knows about them. Like there's so many things that are obvious, right? Like, oh, you don't sleep enough. Oh, you're gonna be tired.
mhm.
Like you don't sleep enough, you sleep like 10 hours less in 1 week. And then oh, that week you happen to have whatever, more mood swings or you're more tired
Yeah, or
or
you
like
just
you
feel
feel
like
like
shit.
less driven. And like now you just like now it's kind of just like you look at the app and it's like, oh well, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Like that just that's just the way science
exactly.
works. And like
Yeah,
it
you
brings us from the back of our mind to the front of our mind.
yeah.
The way I
So
view it, at least.
as someone that promotes like low screen time, right now because I'm in launch mode, like my school screen time every day is ridiculous. Like let's look at my last week. This is the most screen time I've had in like years. And it's all because I'm
Mm,
on school, like I'm nurturing DMs, I'm selling people. But
yeah,
so I'm on my phone way too much, but it is pretty productive. It's school, ChatGPT,
it's on
messages,
school. Yeah,
yes, editing, Safari. So like look how far down you have to go to Instagram. So this week for Instagram, I've spent 23 minutes during the entire week so far, which is pretty cool.
it's
And so if you
very good.
like,
I mean, that's a
yeah,
lot.
if
Like
you
honestly, like I'm definitely gonna download the that app that stops screen time
screen
because I need to stop that like immediately. Like I could be a lot more productive with my time, I feel like these
exactly.
days.
And especially when you start out, you're like, wait, I have how much time in the day to do whatever I want. Like I could do, like if you are
Yeah,
on
so
Instagram
much.
for 5 hours a day, and then all of a sudden you block yourself to it's only after like 1 hour a day you get locked out, you all of a sudden have 4 hours that you didn't have before. So the biggest like ROI you can have on your time.
Yeah.
Um,
And time is the most valuable thing in the world at the end of the day.
exactly.
Time is
Exactly.
more important than anything. So time doing
Exactly.
things, like real things, rather than scrolling, it's, I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Because
like a
scrolling
huge,
is,
huge problem.
yeah. And scrolling will literally like never help you. It's not going to like,
Yeah.
it's
No
going to
matter what.
ruin your life. Yeah. It's going to ruin your life instead of make it good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna send this email. Just might as well because for Screen like Beeper, their subscription is even cheaper than Rise. But I was on Rise. I've been on it for like 3 years now, and they were even more of a like developing company when I asked them for the lifetime, and they gave it to me. And now I think the subscription is like $40. Actually, I cannot quote it. I don't know how much Rise is. Rise Sleep subscription, how much is it? Nice. They're being super not transparent about it. That's really annoying. I always find that so ghetto when they don't just have like a pricing
Yeah.
tab.
Transparency
Uh,
is like the biggest thing, I think. One of the biggest things, especially these days, for companies to grow.
yeah,
Transparency is a huge, huge, huge thing, you know?
especially because in the world of AI, like trust is at the lowest it's ever been. So to gain people's
Yeah.
trust takes like quadruple the work it used to for later generations. Like, think about it.
Yeah.
Think about this.
Because like
In
almost
in
nobody's
my
trustworthy these days. Like most companies, you can't really trust most companies, right? Like
yeah,
that's why a company
they
that
want to
starts off like with
yeah they want to
building
maximize
themselves on
profits.
trust.
Hmm.
Yeah. I feel like the companies now building themselves on trust now and using like new technology that's obviously the future, like AI, for example, and like whatever different strategies and like mixing AI with trust, with transparency, authenticity. Those, I feel like those are going to be some of the most unique and highest revenue like generating companies of the future. Like that's just what it
Yeah,
is. I feel like, especially as
because
people start to protect their privacy more, and as privacy becomes a bigger issue on the online space. I feel like that's going to be a really, really important factor in the growth of these like new startups and new companies.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Like you said earlier, and I forgot to comment on it, that you're not going to get replaced by AI. You're going to get replaced by someone that knows how to use AI better than you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, I mean, unless you're a freaking truck
Precisely.
driver, they're going to get definitely. But like, otherwise, if you're not a
Yeah.
truck driver, you're pretty safe. So what I'll do is I'll hold this open. So this is my screen time settings, and I lock myself out for 2 minutes before I can edit my settings. So I almost never go back on my settings because like
Yeah.
I don't have 2 minutes. Like to especially in today's attention span, you almost never have 2 minutes.
Yeah, and
Yo,
those 2 minutes, like, kind of reminds you, like, "Yo, you shouldn't be here." Like, "Yo, bro, like, don't go back on your decision, bro." Like, it kind of reminds you, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know Charles Rivet, right?
Yeah, yeah. I love Charles.
He just he just texted me. He goes, "Amazing stream with Pablo, greatest collab ever."
Oh, is he actually listening? That's sick.
I don't know. I don't know. I posted on my Instagram story, so he must have seen
Or
it somewhere.
oh, yeah, maybe you'll see it on the story. Yeah, no, dude,
Yeah,
Charles is super, super intelligent, man. Great kid. Super
yeah.
nice guy.
He's a god and super hardworking.
Yeah, he's a
Like
god, bro.
I
There's not a lot
have
of people who you see can be, like, that nice, genuine, smart at the same time, you know? I'm not even trying to glaze him, but he's always been such a nice guy.
well, he's a nice guy, but once you get actually close friends with him, and Charles, if you're watching, I'm about to shit on you. Love you. Um, he he will like never ever make plans with you, and he's admitted it that it's his worst quality. He's like he expects people to make plans with him, but he will like it's almost like
Mm.
programmed into his brain to never reach out to people. And so like him, my friend Josh Lynch, I always tease them, and I'm like,
Yeah,
guys, I
Josh
could
Lynch.
Yeah, I'm like, I could die and you guys wouldn't figure it out for weeks. And they're all
It's
just kind of
funny.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're kind of right. I'm like, bro, that's not something you should just like admit that I'm right about. You should be kind of ashamed.
You should be like,
Yeah.
bro, like I gotta work on it. But yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of cool to see people who are also like open about their mistakes though, kind of open about it, self-aware about it.
Yeah, and
Or
they're
not even
also open
mistakes,
about
but
it.
just their habits. I guess they're not even mistakes. They're just like habits. Some people like don't even kind of like just
Yeah,
bump
I
into
mean,
people and then they kind of like it's kind of
exactly.
funny.
Like Josh is open about it, but he's also like, dude, I got to focus on becoming a lawyer. Like, I don't
Yeah, like
really
he's real with
like
himself. Yeah.
he's like, yeah, like sure, it would be better if I did, but at the same time, I'm just like, give me a break. Let me focus on other stuff. Like, I know you'll always be there, and whatever. And I have the anti argument where I'm like, no, you're wrong. Like, you need to be um, present now because you'll only have the present moment now. Like, you can't. I firmly believe
I
that
agree with that.
you should not put off what is the right thing to do in the moment because the chances that you just die tomorrow are higher than the chances that you were born, like just
Yeah,
mathematically
much
speaking.
higher.
For you, yeah, for you to be
Much
born,
higher.
it's like 1 in a trillion, and for you to die, it's a
Yeah.
lot less than 1 in a trillion.
And now we could
So
even think about like now imagine being born, but born into a position where you have so much opportunity. I feel like we share that
mhm,
pretty that we have that in common. There's plenty of people
mhm,
around the world who yeah, they're born. They won the race, right? Like in their mother's uh body. They won the race, but now they wake up into this world and they have to worry about what their next meal is. You know, how they're going to get food for the next meal, or like how they
yeah,
need to find a job to now get food. Even people like I guess a big example would just be third world countries. Um, so it's kind of crazy once we can become self-aware enough to be like, okay, like we have to use you just everyone has to use their position to their best of their abilities and follow their natural instinct, especially if they believe their natural instinct comes from like a good place and from good values. You know what I mean? I feel like
mhm.
that's really sick.
Do you have are you nicelikeIce.com?
Yeah, it's nicelikeguys.ca. So I have nothing on it right now. So I used
Yeah.
GoDaddy to host the website, and I'm working on a design right now
Mhm.
for the website. But
Where is it? Why can't I
yeah,
find it? Did I mistype
nice.
it
Maybe
somewhere?
type it at the top.
Okay. Yeah, you should probably get off GoDaddy because it kind of sucks. I can
Really?
set
You
you
think
up with
so?
a better provider. Yeah, there's this app called Go High Level. It's a CRM manager. So I don't know. I guess we can get into a bit of business speak now. Like, tell me what you're doing, what your plans are, what your revenue is, what your long term goals are, short term goals are. Just like introduce me to your business and let me see if I can help you or not.
Yeah, 100%. Um, so I've kind of been thinking about this bit. Like it all kind of happened really naturally, right? So like this is basically, or at least for now, I don't even fully view it as a business, but I view it as like a passion I'm growing. Um, like with just like what I'm being told in my own head, like, oh, Pablo, like you enjoy, you know, promoting something. You enjoy like making artistic videos, or you enjoy editing videos, videography, directing. You know what I mean? Like now I discovered, oh, Paolo, you enjoy painting, like just 5 days ago. So it's almost like the whole point of this nice like ice is me kind of being proud and confident of like of my of my actual passions. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my whole life I was telling myself like, oh, you're just gonna do finance and I guess you'll go into banking and like blah blah blah. But like since I could remember, I've always loved like making content. You know what I mean? Any sort of content. And like even at for a certain point of time, like I was making like gym content and I was like using that as an outlet to express myself. Like I would just do a posing video, I was proud of my physique and I'll just post it on TikTok. But it was kind of not it was still not fully me, right? Because it was just the gym part of me. So
Mm-hmm.
now nice like ice is kind of like, okay, like this is like a I have this cool philosophy about life and I like making art and I like, um I guess marketing. I guess at the end of the day, it's like marketing positivity through my own like artistic ways or through my own creative vision. So it's really like my overall passion, I guess, would be creative direction, right? And then so Nice Like Guys allows me to do that in like any which way I desire. And I'm just slowly building it with meaning, with with having fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't really feel like work because like I feel like it's like such a passion, and I don't even think really about money, at least yet. Like I understand how much I've invested into it, but I don't fully understand exactly like what I'm trying to build it into. Like I see the bigger picture, but it's still pretty vague. And I'm kind of just taking it step by step and trying to make like the highest quality stuff possible, the most unique stuff possible. Um, it's starting off very slowly, you know. I know I could be doing a lot more, but I'm also just kind of taking it slowly and like, you know, just like proving myself. Um, I keep on proving myself over and over, like, oh shit, like this is like kind of working for you though, because it allows you to express yourself and then it allows you to kind of discover talents that you were maybe not too confident about, you know, like earlier on in your life. And like now you can
Yeah.
kind of just do it. And then you can see if people give good feedback or give bad feedback. Um, but yeah, it's all linked to like me just enjoying it though. I genuinely love all this stuff, all this creative stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I resonate with that a lot. And I think long term, building slow in a way that doesn't burn you out, because literally the only way you can lose in this life is if you quit.
Exactly. 100%.
Like, if you just did
100%.
Nike, if you just did nice like ice.ca for the rest of your life, like you eventually you'll win. The only thing that can
Mm.
ever make nice like ice fail
It's
is if you
myself,
quit. Like, yeah, like failure
literally
doesn't
myself.
exist. Yeah, failure doesn't exist in the sense that most people think about it. When you think that, "Oh, I failed," what people are actually saying is, "Oh, I got a result I wasn't happy with, now I quit." That's why
And that
failure
makes no sense.
equals it makes no
Yeah.
sense. But I think you and I understand that, but the general public doesn't understand. They see failure as a reflection of them. Meanwhile, people that are like playing the game of life kind of in a way that they actually are getting the most out of it understand like, oh, I failed, good. Let me not do that again. Like you just live your life like an experiment, like a game, right? Like in a video game, if you
And with a
die,
sense
you
of
just
alignment, of course.
obviously, yeah, but you just in a video
Yeah.
game, if you die, you just respawn and then try again and don't do what you just did that got you killed. Like
Yeah. That's how
unfortunately,
you
we don't
learn.
get to die. We don't get to die and come back, but you get to fail and then just respawn and try
100%.
again.
Yeah, no, that's an amazing point. And like even circling back to what we were saying before, me saying like a lot of concepts are we kind of they get stuck in the back of most people's brains, right? Most people's heads. And then like so I guess almost like Nice Like Ice is me also trying to communicate things and through art and through writing and whatever content that brings stuff from the back from people's like the back of their heads to like the front of their heads, and like maybe some people, the most people who don't think about it too much will be like, oh, that's obvious, oh, like this is obvious, blah blah blah. I'll have conversations with people and they'll be like, oh, that's, well, yeah, obviously, Pavel, like, and then I'll be like, oh well, oh, you knew that already though, right? and,
Well, if
and then
it's
they'll be
obvious
like,
and you're
yeah,
not, if you're
if you're
obvious, if
not
it's
practicing it
obvious
then it's
and
not that obvious.
exactly, if you're obvious, sorry, if it is obvious and you're not practicing it, then it's not working.
It's not working, exactly.
Like, it, sure, obvious is sick, but like, I so this is the coolest experiment you can do with any of your friends is you say, "Are you happy with how your life is right now?" And most of them will say no. But the few that say yes, you say, "All right, let's do a life audit." And they're like, "Oh, how are you gonna do that?" And I give me your phone and show me your screen time and then show me your bank account. Show me how you spend your time and how you spend your money, and that will tell me more about who you are than any conversation we can have. And most people
Yeah.
won't do it because they are so ashamed. They're like, "Oh, wait a second. He is
Yeah.
he knows
And that
like
self-doubt is literally their instinct telling them, oh well, no, I'm not as proud as I'm not as honest as I think I am. You know what I mean? I'm not as honest with my friend as I think I am. I'm not as proud
But
of my life as I
even
think
more
I am.
dangerous, yeah, even more dangerous than that is not that they're not honest with you, but they are what that like triggers in them is wow, I was not honest to him, but more importantly, it triggers I lied to him so easily that obviously I've started to believe my own
And
lies.
start to lie to
So
myself. I've been lying to myself.
exactly. Like when you're a
Yeah.
fresh child and you go from being a child where you run around and you spend 8 hours a day just running in the fields and playing on playgrounds and playing sports and having fun, um, when you let's say you teleported from that life to a life where you spend 6 hours a day on your phone in one day, you go from outside all the time to that one day, you'll feel so terrible. But it doesn't work like
Yeah.
that. Life doesn't work like that. Life works where you get a phone and then you spend 4 minutes a day on it for your first week. And then that four turns to eight, and then eight to 16. And then 3 years later, you're spending 7 hours a day on your phone and you feel no guilt about it because the story you tell yourself is the only story that matters. And the story you tell yourself is, oh, it's not that bad. John over there has 9 hours a day.
Hmm.
And it's all
Yeah. And
because
the comparison.
human, yeah, like
The
humans think
comparison is
that
the thief of
they're,
joy. That's what people say.
yeah, comparison. I have my
Is
own
the thief
ideas
of
about
joy.
that.
So like
Like
what I'm saying is like
comparison,
in terms of like what you're saying is like people kind of get lost in the sauce and like in terms of what you're saying, right? So they go through life and then they realize like they're changing and they're changing and but they don't really realize it, right? And then they all these things subconsciously are happening to them and they start doing things that they're not deep down like their actual instinct or what they were the values they were brought up with or whatever it is, like deep down they know they don't want to be doing this, right? Like they know like ah no, but then they get swayed different directions. That's what I mean by like comparison is a thief of joy. They people just get lost in the sauce and in this sort of like, oh, I'm comparing myself to everything around me instead of comparing myself to myself and like being true to myself, right? So it's like
yeah.
that's my
So
definition of really being true, you know?
what I what I personally rebuttal against that is that comparison itself is not the thief of joy. Humans need comparison because you need to have a ladder system. You need society to be hierarchical. Otherwise, there will be no progress. If
I agree with that. Yeah.
if you weren't able to compare yourself to Elon Musk and be like, he is richer, he works harder than me, I should probably try to work a little bit harder because of his life. If you don't compare yourself, you won't. There's no motivation for action. So comparison is not the thief of joy; it's jealousy that's the thief of joy, and jealousy
Yeah,
always
jealousy.
comes from comparison. Because if I compare
Yeah.
myself to you,
And insecureness.
and
Like for
yeah,
insecureness is a there's it's kind of funny. Like there's so many different words that like humans like have just made have like invented to describe all these things, but they're all connected at the end of the day, right? Like jealousy, like envy, and they connect to comparison, whatever, insecureness, secureness, like these all these sort of different sayings, and they're all kind of it's kind of like you infinitely dig deeper and deeper. And then that's why I feel like the words like trueness for me, or at least have like made me understand it better, like for at least for myself.
yeah,
But yeah, I agree with
yeah,
you though. Comparison is not the thief of joy. You need to know how to compare, but you also need to know how to balance. Like the
exactly.
I guess, and
You
even
need
for me,
to,
like the whole nice like ice thing has always been that balance. I guess it kind of signifies balance, right? So not freezing up and also not liquefying, right? You freeze up, you kind of just like don't do anything, you don't move forward. You liquefy and you kind of lose yourself and you kind of just get go in the flow of life instead of being in the present and reminding yourself like, oh, this is who I am. But yeah, I can be better here. I can be realistic, but I can also not be too hard on myself. And then you can kind of do that in line with the things you
yeah.
know are good to do, like
We're speaking
etc.
the same language. The three rules when you join the
Yeah,
schoolyard are one, you have to have fun. Two, you have to make it easy, whatever it is. And three, you have to not take yourself too seriously. If you
I
are
agree,
not
bro.
having
All
fun,
three of those, 100%. 100%.
I spent a long time coming up with that list. If you don't have fun, you'll burn out and it won't work. If you don't make it easy, people aren't going to buy from you, because if it's not easy from you, it's not going to be easy for other people. And if it's not easy, you will also burn out and eventually fail. And then if you take yourself too seriously, people are just not going to mess with you. Like at the end of the day, like
Yeah.
if you, let's say I
People who take
was
themselves too
own.
seriously is when they get lost in ego. I
Mm-hmm.
like this big
So
thing also with my thing I was building, like when I was coming up, when I was kind of thinking about it and thinking about like what's important to me, what's not important to me, is like this sense of how people need to realize that they need to they need to make a conscious effort to not let their ego take over too much and not let their empathy take over too much. You have to have empathy for yourself and empathy for others, but then you can't lose yourself, right? Then you can't not have any ego, because then you're not going to believe in yourself all of a sudden. So it's like it's a constant recalibrating and like being self-aware enough to be like, oh shoot, I'm so angry right now at this person or this thing. Like I'm not gonna like okay, like relax for a second. I'm not gonna let that change who I am, or I'm not gonna let that make me do something I'm not proud of. Or in another instance, like, oh here, I'm being overly nice to these people. Like that's nice and stuff, but like at the same time, oh this person made whatever, this person is like not really treating me with the same respect. Is this person taking me for granted? Like am I being too nice? Am I being disrespected here? And like so you have to balance those two sides, right? You can't you can't just be too swayed, you know what I mean? You have to just be
I
you,
so the way you
but
described it,
like
I really like it, and I think I'm gonna project what my thoughts are on the nice like ice philosophy, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. That being nice like ice is the most like sustainable system to keep moving forward through life in a way that you're present, that you don't burn out, and that you enjoy your life moment to moment. And why that philosophy works is because if you end up freezing like ice, you get stuck in space and you can't move. So that's like anxiety
yeah,
or depression, where you literally cannot act. Or you
yeah,
turn into water, and if you turn into water, you will act and you will move, but you're not aligned with who you actually are, and you're just going with the
you're
flow. You're
flowing.
on TikTok. You're on TikTok for 12 hours a day because it's just what you do and
Yeah,
what your friends do, and it's what's
yeah.
like
Or your
normal for
friends
you.
call
But
you to go do something, and deep down, like you're like, oh, I have this other stuff to do, but whatever. I'm just gonna go and do it because I want to go and have fun. I got to live a little bit. But like deep down, your instinct is telling you, oh no, like this it's time for a break. It's time for a break. Maybe you should go and do this time. It's that
yeah,
balance. The melt.
so
The presence, the presence of time, the the proof that time exists, that time is happening, ice melting, you know what I mean? I guess these are all kind of ways I view it in. It's kind of like a big web
yeah,
of different meanings for
so
me, so it's kind of funny.
like if we teleported 3 months down the line, what do you want nice like ice to be?
3 months down the line, I definitely wanted to have a bigger social media presence where I'm creating maybe a lot of cool creative content. Not all deeply meaningful, like this conversation we're having now, but content, like you said before, that doesn't take itself too seriously, right? So I'm trying to market this in a way that's going to be fun, super unserious for a lot of the time, and kind of confusing, and drives a lot of curiosity. And people are like, I don't get this, I don't get the phrase, blah blah blah. But then the people who genuinely like find the art cool are going to go to the Instagram account, whatever, and then within a matter of minutes they'll be able to understand their own interpretation of what nice like ice means. And like I'm hoping that that'll be a positive thing. Like I'm trying to make that a positive thing, and this sort of mixing self-awareness with kindness, positivity, um, and yeah, but just being self-aware, not taking yourself too seriously, um, making kindness become cool. These are the things I'm kind of striving for.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Yeah,
I think I agree too. Um, Let me just fully
and I
delete
guess
beeper before I'm getting distracted. But I agree with everything you just said. And so, like, essentially, what you're trying to do when you say social media following, you more mean you're just trying to create a movement, right?
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like I guess I'm slowly trying to create a movement um with this brand name behind it. I guess that would allow me to, like, now that I have the logo. The logo's important for me because it's like, oh, logo is something I could design, right? And like all this philosophy and all these meanings I found behind it allow me to make the art a lot more meaningful, and I can make a lot more cool stuff and let my creativity flow much better when I have that meaning and that meaning behind it, like that sense of importance of like, oh, this is not just like me making art that's kind of useless. It's like me like creating a movement and I'm having fun with it. Um, and like whatever I can make like funny videos too with it. I can make deeper videos with it. So it's kind of very flexible, but the overall goal is just, this sense of bringing people together. At the end of the day, it's kind of a broad. A lot of people say that's kind of broad, but I express myself in this brand, and then like bring this sense of like trying to raise awareness for people to not take themselves so seriously, and like when they're walking down the street, when they see people, it's like people walk when you walk past other people always they know like, oh shoot, like that guy's that what like that guy gave me like a weird look, blah blah blah. Or like, and like at the end of the day, I think if people took themselves less seriously and they just walked around the street, like maybe a random stranger passing by, they gave him like a little smirk, like a little smile, like they're just a genuine one. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, how are you? Like a little head nod, like small actions like that, where it's kind of just like we're not all strangers to each other. We don't have people don't have to like go around the world being always scared, right? You also have to take care of your own back sometimes, and you need to realize like, yeah, for sure. But then like people I feel like are too individualistic and stuck in their own world. So it's like
Well, the
this sense of
the best reason you follow entrepreneurship is because, I mean, everybody gets into entrepreneurship because they want money. And anybody that tries to convince me otherwise is lying. But eventually, once you're in it for long enough, you realize that it's not. I got this idea from Alex Hormozy. It's not that you're trying to chase money, which you are usually, because profits is oxygen. Like I tell all my clients, they're like, "Oh, I don't want to make money. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm building a community. I want to like find like-minded people." I'm like, "Okay, you don't want to make money, but let's say you don't make money for 6 months and you're paying this company to host your thing for $99 a month. Are you going to continue after month 6, or are you going to stop?" They're like, "Stop." I'm like, if you need to breathe as a company, and to breathe, you need profits. So why I bring this up is because Alex Hormozy said you don't get into entrepreneurship for anything other than the money. But once you start making the money, you realize, what is this all for? And then his philosophy is that you need to become a warrior in whatever you believe in, and you need to fight tooth and nail to bring that message to the masses. Because if you are bringing positivity to the world, it's amazing, and your ability to scale is higher than all the negative and like literal psychopaths of the world. Like there are quite literally 1% of the
yeah,
population that are clinically diagnosed psychopaths and want to do harm to the rest of the civilization. So
yeah,
you need to
which is
build
pretty crazy to think
healthy.
about.
It is crazy.
And
1%.
there's
That's
also
if
plenty
I
of people who are not psychopaths, but who are just deviant, right? There's plenty of deviant people
Yeah, there's just evil
all
people.
around, right? Yeah,
And so
it's
so what Alex Hormozy says is that eventually you realize that being an entrepreneur is not to make money. It's to beat the bad guys. It's to help the good guys win and to beat the
yeah,
bad guys. And I just loved when he said that, because it
literally to
clicked. I'm
beat
like,
the
oh yeah,
bad guys. Yeah, I love
it's
that, bro.
quite literally to beat the bad guys. Beat the bad guys.
And it's like
And
it makes you realize like all and movies are, and even like all these superhero films, it's very symbolic, on some level as well. Like people view it as like so fake, but it's like it's real. There's good and there's evil in the world. It's simple. It's as
yeah,
simple as that, right? There's people who are raised not well and they become into deviant bad people, and then there's people who are raised good and they become into good people who want the best for themselves, and at the same time want the best for others. Therefore, like linking their ego and empathy and being genuine people, right? Like I'm doing this for myself, because I'm doing it for myself because I know like that's the only way it could be genuine. Like that's an example, right? So
yeah,
it's like for me,
I would
even nice
one
like guy says, I'm
caveat
almost trying to teach. Yeah, go ahead.
one caveat I would add to that is that it's not um that's pretty cool. I like this podcast. If you have like an availability every week, we can make this a weekly thing, because I think we have good ideas to bounce off each other. But
Yeah, it's a sick conversation, bro. I
yeah,
really
yeah,
like
yeah.
this. It's
What
cool.
Yeah, what I would recommend is the way you just got your point across was very black and white. You said people that grow up in bad households or grow up under bad conditions can become bad people. I don't even know if you said the word can. I think you just said directly A equals B. And people that grow up in good households
Mhm.
become good people. That's completely wrong. I think the best,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It was a
the
bit black
most,
and white for
yeah,
sure.
the most honorable people are people that come from shitty situations and make the most out of it. Like for me to be successful is not nearly as impressive as some guy that grew up homeless and is now a multimillionaire. Like for me to
100%.
become successful is not that impressive because I had a loving family. I was loved unconditionally. I have not that much trauma. I never had to deal with like abuse, alcohol, like
No,
excess. I didn't
not
have to
many
deal with
people
like
do.
any vices. I didn't
Yeah,
get beat. I went to like very strong education systems. I grew up in a first world country where I had 3 meals a day, no questions asked.
yeah.
I never had to think, where am I sleeping tonight? I never had
Dude, it
to
was
think,
all
where
taken
am
care
I
for us. It's crazy. It was
exact.
all taken
So,
care for us, you know?
so like
Like
we're
extreme
pampered
privilege. Like this is extreme privilege, you know?
exact, and people don't
It's and
realize
we
that.
and most people like us, we most people who are in similar positions to ours where we were just born into extreme privilege. They also just kind of take it for granted and don't think about it, and not you can't think about it too much, but most people just don't even think about it enough, and they don't realize like, wow, I need to make the best out of my position. Like this is crazy. Like this is insane. I can't believe this just happened. Like I should be I should be like all out, you know, all in or all out. Like
Mhm.
you have to tell yourself that. Like and you got to tell yourself like I got to do what like I'm going to like love doing. I got to set up my life in a way that's like I'm going to have so much enjoyment, so much fulfillment because that's the most you can do. Like that's literally the meaning of life, right? Having fun, fulfillment, you know, staying yourself, being a good person. Like that's
Yeah,
just what it is. I mean,
I everybody's like, what is the meaning for life? And I also heard this one. Um, I heard this one from another. I think it was Alex Hormozy again. It was what is so. People ask me what is the meaning for life, and the only meaning for life I've ever like cited where it actually spoke to me and resonated with me and to the point it brought me to tears was I was sitting in Josh's apartment, the Josh Lynch that we both know, and we had just finished like an hour and a half, 2 hour long, like heated argument. Him, me, and Potter. And like obviously we're boys, so we're just like it's so fun having friends that are that tight with you because you know you can just like harass them, you can like assault them, you can
yeah,
pull on their character, you can just destroy them,
yeah,
and you
because
know
you
that
guys don't
like at
take
the
each
end of
other too seriously. And
exactly
yeah,
at the end of the
that's what
day,
it
you're
is.
just gonna be like you're gonna be pissed at each other for a day or two, and then you're gonna be like, hey, you want to go get coffee or something, and then you're good. So we were arguing for like over and over again, and then for some reason, I remember Henry left, and then somehow we got into the meaning of life, and Josh, I think I asked Josh like, what's the meaning for life for you, and he's like, I'm not really sure, but like being successful and feeling satisfied with myself at the end of the day. I was like, that's pretty good. Listen to what I just heard.
Pretty good.
I heard from Alex Hormozy, the reason your meaning for life is already figured out. You don't have to go on some quest to figure it out. The meaning for life, if you just say, if you just take the antithesis, whatever, of the meaning for life, it is instead of what is my meaning for life, what was my meaning for no death? Because life equals no death, right? It's just negative.
Yeah,
Like death is just
life is
negative
like means
life.
no death. Yeah, so
Exactly.
it's like, what
So
do I want to do with my time?
if you ask
It's
yourself the question, this morning, why did I wake up and not kill myself? If you answer that, your brain is automatically gonna have the answers. It's I don't want to make my mom cry. I don't want to disappoint my dad. I don't want to
yeah.
like abandon my brother. I don't want to abandon my girlfriend. I don't want to abandon my friends. I don't want to miss out on this life. I don't want to miss out on these
Yeah.
opportunities of like going to
I
explore
want to
different
eat a
countries and
bagel
meeting new
again.
people.
I want to eat a piece
You
of
know,
sushi
like
again. Like
yeah,
simple stuff.
freaking like simple
I want to
shit.
feel the rain. I want to feel the cold. I want to feel the rain on my skin. I want to be freezing cold on a 2 hour run in the middle of the nighttime. You know, rain on my face, feeling alive. Like oh, like I want to like you know what I mean? Like I feel like I could
If
almost
you
picture that. Like when people in their last moments, like they like that's why I tell myself now, like even any situation that's like I think could be bad, it's like I'm like I tell myself, hold up for a second. It's like, wait, what are you doing, Pablo? Like, oh really? Dude, you're alive. Like this is sick. Like you're biking in the rain. Yeah, you're freezing cold. Like maybe you're uncomfortable. You're gonna be soaking wet before you even get to work. But like, dude, who cares? Like you can't change your situation. Dude, put a smile on your face. Like smile, look around, look at the rain, like feel alive, bro. Because in the moments before you die, you're gonna you would do anything to get back to this moment, you know?
yeah,
You could find beauty
agreed.
in any moment, dude.
Yeah, which is just so like important to recognize that and be like just this present moment that I'm in right now, it might suck. Like I might be running my 45th suicide in a row, you know, or something, but it
Mhm.
doesn't like matter because I'm alive. Like I am not dead.
I'm alive.
I get to so for me it gets deep in the
You get
sense
to
that like
feel.
I don't want to I don't want to die because I don't want to like abandon my family. Like that's the stuff that really speaks to me, like this relationship. And I'm sure you know, do you know the Harvard study of happiness?
No, actually, I don't.
So Harvard has done a longitudinal study of it's called I think it's called the Happiness Project or something. And it is all about um, surveying a group of people since the 60s, I think, and figuring out on a year to year basis what is making you happiest. And there are like probably a million data points now. And what they've come after doing like different analyses and whatever the statistical terms are,
Mhm.
they found that the highest indicator to a happy life is your relationships. So, like running in the rain, feeling alive, having those visceral moments are very intense emotions of individualism, which I believe in. I think you should need to be an individual before you can be together. But
You have to be
you can
true to
also
yourself before you're genuinely true to others. Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So you can give before you are, but if you are yourself and you are authentic to yourself, you will give more because you'll be giving from a place of authenticity and people can just tell when you're authentic. Like
People can tell.
it's it's
Yeah.
just obvious. Yeah. So you
And I
need
think
to
a
be
lot of
your
people go around life thinking, and like we just said, individualistic, but maybe in terms of a bad way, thinking like, oh, I can see this in other people and like other people, but other people can't see this in me. And then like that kind of that makes like individuals sometimes ungenuine. Like when they start to try to do things to sway people around them or do stuff like that when they think about it too much, right? And that's why you kind of got to let yourself just be you. You know, you got to say what you want to say, you got to do what you want to do, not think about it too much. And like
yeah.
especially if you're confident that you're like you're a good person. um yeah, I don't know if I got off topic there for a second, but yeah, no, I
No, no,
agree
no,
with
not
though.
at all. I think I think this is a safe conversation. So what I'm getting distracted because in the background, I've now committed to making sure that Nice Like Ice can stay alive for as long as possible. And I have a couple of problems with your business model that are not sustainable. So if you want me to get into that, and essentially we can start now. The schoolyard fixes Nice Like Ice is business. I'll share my screen. I'll set you up on a bunch of tech, but more just kind of like necessary tools to become profitable because you need profit to breathe. Like you need oxygen,
Yeah,
right? Like if you're so you said
100%.
you've already invested in this. So what does it invested look like? You paid for a course?
No, no. So I've just invested in terms of getting. So the first day I thought about the. So basically, I was saying nice like us with my friends, already before. I already heard it. Like I'm not the one who invented that rhyme, right? Like I just had heard it before, and I was saying it with my friends for months and months. And this random day, I was in class and I was try to like look at microeconomics, and I was like, "What are you like? What am I doing here?" Like I couldn't even focus. I was so deep in thought about like what am I doing? I was just completely distracted, to put
Mm-hmm.
it simply. And then and I just thought about the words "nice like ice," and then like within the span of 30 minutes, I just went and purchased the trademark for it. You know, so that was like whatever
The trademark or the website?
the trademark. That was actually the first purchase I made, and like before I even put any thought into it or what it would become, like I had zero, barely. I for some reason I had a blind belief in that moment. Before I built anything around it, before I built a logo, before I built philosophy, before any of it, I bought the trademark. I think it was like $500, whatever, $600. I did it that day, and then I figured it out from there. You know, um,
That's pretty fucking sick. I
but
didn't
yeah,
even know you
obviously the
could buy a trademark. So why did your mind go to I need the trademark?
I think just because I guess I believed in it so much in myself. You know, it's sort of a blind belief, but I guess it was just like I need that. I need that rhyme. I believed in that rhymes and like that it was such a cool rhyme. And that 3 syllable line, that sort of, nice like ice, like it's kind of a familiar saying, yet no one's ever really used it for the thing before. And I had been saying it with my friends and kind of turned into like this gag joke that didn't really mean anything. Kind of just meant like, oh, nice like ice. Kind of you could just kind of say it like anytime you want. Like it kind of fits many scenarios, but like usually a positive scenario, usually like, oh, like okay, like you could replace okay with like ice. Like we start to say that like in certain of my friend groups. And I was like, it doesn't really matter. I don't really need people to say the words. That's not really my goal here. But like I just kind of found it cool the way we're using it. And it just meant I guess that much more to me in the moment. And then I just kind of figured it out because I've always wanted to start something, and it all happened so like naturally. Um and it almost blows my mind. Like I was never the type of person to have this sort of confidence in myself or put myself out there like this. And just randomly over the span of the past couple months, I've like become a lot less insecure. You know what I mean? A lot more showing of who I want to be and a lot more direct with myself, you know, and being like, oh,
Okay.
this is what I want to do. Like, I don't care what anybody else thinks. Like, I'm having fun doing this. This is sick. Like, oh, like there's nothing really else to prove me right except for myself. Like, I have this feeling, like my instinct, and it's like, oh shoot, well, there's like no line of questioning that could ever happen to make me stop this,
Yeah. So
on some level.
I think that's really beautiful, and it reminded me of something that happened recently. Is I got in an argument with a business partner. I got pretty heated for a bit, but what I came out of that is I felt like I had been treated like small fish, and it was my ego talking. As I was like, "Fuck, does this guy know? He literally doesn't know anything about me. Like, what does he
Mm.
know?" And I had this. Oh my god, I'm gonna freaking kill this little app. There's something binging me every time.
On
Um,
Beeper?
no, I just looked up
Oh,
trademark because I was sick. I was like, that's a great idea to trademark something. So I might trademark the schoolyard, but I was just looking into it, and freaking some AI bot tries to help me, and every time it sends me a message, it goes dunk dunk, which is annoying as fuck. Like this right
that's
here,
funny.
it was messaging me and going dunk dunk, go away.
That's so funny.
The notifs are so annoying.
No, so yeah, I
Um,
basically did it on the I searched it up. Actually, I used ChatGPT to help me like in the moment. I was like, oh, like what's the easiest, best way, most safest way to go and like register a trademark? And then so I just went to like Canada.gov or whatever the like Canadian like government website is, and then I just
look at that! Look at
purchased it
that!
from
I
there.
I said, "Is this worth it?" At Trademark Prism. I
Yeah.
just took a screenshot. Gut answer: I wouldn't do this, and definitely not with this company. That's hilarious. Thank God I asked Chat. There's a
Yeah, no,
Reddit thread
yeah,
about.
just do it. Yeah. You could just do it on the Canadian website. So like basically the only thing I trademarked it for was just for the name to be, I guess, used on products. Uh, that's all I had purchased at
Yeah,
that time,
I kind
and
of
it's
love
still
you
like
starting
pending.
with the. I kind of love you starting with the trademark because it's so fucking backwards.
Yeah,
Like
it's completely backwards.
realist,
Yeah,
realistically, trademark after you're making like a significant like 4 or like 6 figure a month business.
yeah,
And even
yeah.
I've heard of businesses that like are making millions and they don't trademark because they're like, fuck it, use our stuff. Like we don't care. We are the ones that provide the right service. Like you're not as good as us. So I think that's really funny that you started off with that is actually a huge confidence boost in yourself because you started off with like I've fucking trademarked this idea that's almost forcing me to make it work.
Exactly. Yeah, and I didn't even have that. Like now, since like thinking about it, like I do tell myself all the time, like, wow, well, Paolo, you doing that stuff was like really important in how much progress you've been able to make since then, because it kind of set it in stone that you were starting this, right? There's no going back, right? There's no going back. There's like you had the idea, you told yourself, oh, I want to trademark it because I find like it's a cool rhyme, blah blah blah, and then boom, 4 days later, you put all this sort of meaning into it, into yourself, into the company, and into yourself, and then now all of a sudden, you feel extra creative and more creative than you ever have before, and you can just start enjoying this on new levels and finding, meaning and putting out the best content possible. And
Yeah.
I'm definitely not proud of a lot of this stuff I've done with Nice Like Ice yet. Like a lot of this stuff, in terms of not proud, I mean, for a while I was kind of posting a lot of just stories when I could have been using hours and hours of all this thought I put into it onto actual like actual projects, like an actual cool videos I could have been posting all this time. You know what I mean? Like I could have definitely used my time better, but at the same time, I've also just been kind of taking it slowly, and since I've been kind of building this sort of meaning for it in my own head, it's going to allow me to now in the future be a lot more smart and creative with how I like, present my products, which will be content, which will be whatever, Instagram stories, like media, art projects. Like I'm doing an art project now where I'm painting like these like 40 uh 3D printed like posters, and I'm just going to give them away to like 40 of my friends, like just for in the Christmas season.
Gibbs.
But there's kind of stuff like that, you know what I mean? And like I kind of come up with these different things, like knowing they kind of don't fully make sense to the traditional business model, but I also know that it's unique and that it's kind of a cool sort of thing. It's kind of different, like I know it's kind of different and weird, so I feel like, oh, might as well continue doing it because I know how weird it is. I've always been
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. 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 Let's do because we're so aligned, I'm going to give you about, and I don't want to sound like some pompous asshole with an ego, but I'm going to give you about $10,000 worth of free stuff right now, because I think that your message is so powerful that not getting it out, like not getting it out there and actually building a like community and a movement is hurting
Mhm.
the world. So I'm going to act as your growth operator. Have you ever heard of a growth operator?
Yeah, I feel like I've heard of it. Like someone
So
who
growth
can sort
operator,
of, yeah,
yeah,
go
a
ahead.
growth operator takes your business and then says, "Sick, like what I see, but here's what we can do better. And here's how we can operate it in the background so that you're getting the results you want." So let's take a look. You see my screen, right?
Yeah.
So this is an online marketing audit report for Nice Like Ice. So let's do this. You're gonna need, you have a computer in front of you, right?
Yeah.
You got a good internet connection, everything. I'll set a timer. Like you see right here in top right, we got like 33 minutes left or something. We're gonna
Yep.
completely we're gonna completely set up your business from like zero where it is right now, because like I love your mission and everything, but this website is a zero. And
Yeah,
your
right now it's
Instagram,
very just
yeah,
me and my
your
friends that
yeah,
know
your
about it,
Instagram
100%.
is like is low key like a out of 10. It's, I don't know, like a 7 or 8, because it's really like you're tapping into the curiosity aspect super well. Be kind while you're still melting. Like, so this is your strongest asset, but this itself is not going to create the movement that you want to create. So let's create your
Curiosity,
movement.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's create your movement. That's what we're going to do right now, is we're going to create your movement. So I'm going to go through the report with you in a second, but while I'm going through the report, yeah, like I'm literally going to give way too much value away right now, but I don't care. I'd rather help you and then you
I
become
appreciate it,
successful, and
dude.
then yeah. Let's
I
do
mean,
this.
I really
Let's do
appreciate it, bro.
this.
I appreciate this conversation like even more. Because
Yeah,
it's kind of
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I mean, it's very sick.
I agree. I agree. Let's find Rob Bailey. Oh, come on. Where did it go? Rob.
So is this sort of
I
what
have
you
a,
do, and you kind of help certain companies with this sort of stuff, or is
yeah.
this
So
just kind of
I
your own
help.
insight?
It's a combination. It's a combination of all my own insights and the fact that I help like entrepreneurs build like lifestyle businesses, like businesses that they're passionate about and like can be in that business for years and years to come. And so that is what I do with school is I give you the opportunity, like everything you were just saying, like that whole conversation we just had, the whole time in my brain, I was like, I'm gonna feel like an asshole, but by the end of this, I'm going to pitch him school's $9 a month plan. And it's
Fair.
just for me, it's a layup. Like you absolutely need to create a school because what you're saying is you want to blow up your social media following, not for no reason. You're specifically trying to do it so that you can build a movement. And how you build a movement is unfortunately no longer with an Instagram because you can't build community on Instagram. You can build followers on Instagram, but you can't build community. So if you want to see what a community
Yeah.
looks like, it's like this. This is community where I've got for specifically this group, just this group, I've got this many people talking to me and talking to themselves, right? So it's like you go to the YMCA, you meet up with like-minded people, you have fun together. So like look at all these comments, and this is just because I'm helping these people achieve their dream of like living a lifestyle business. So like this is also just proof that holy
Mhm.
shit, I need to go through my damn notifications because like look at all this. But I've
Yeah.
got like people reaching out to me, people looking for my help. So if I go new, right, we've got Allison who's excited to be here. We've got Dinka, who I helped her get her first sale like 2 days ago. We've got Michael looking for feedback. We've got
Yeah. This is just
this
where
guy.
people. This
It's
doesn't
where they
mean,
hang
yeah,
out.
exactly. Like, it doesn't really mean people will. Uh, I know what you're trying to say. Like you can go on here, but like especially
Yeah,
if you go on here with a good idea and with passion, then your idea can also uh like a community can form
yeah,
through school. Because if other
yes,
people
like
who are on school see like my thing and they think my thing is unique, then that's pretty still organic. It's not just like, oh, we're all in
it's
school together, we're gonna help each
insanely
other.
or
It's
it's
it's like
insanely
organic.
organic. It's more organic than any other platform because um
Mhm.
it's more organic than any other platform because it's only humans. Like you cannot physically get a bot on school. Their bot like cleanup system is the best in the industry. Like I'll have like so let's check these membership requests. Like any of these that are a bot. So like you can tell by their answers. Most of these are probably not bots. So I'll let them in eventually. But like if a bot requests me, if I just leave them in the membership pending, within like 24 hours, they'll be gone. And then if I look up their profile, they're deleted, like they're blocked by school. So it's the most human like area of all time because you have people just posting little shit posts like this, especially if you build a
Yeah.
community around your personality and who you are. And they're just they're just being themselves. Like there's the problem with Instagram is that you have to not be yourself inherently. You have to make edits,
Mhm.
you have to appease the algorithm, you have to talk in a certain way
To
to get
appease the
clicks.
algorithm. Yeah.
Exactly. School
And
doesn't have no damn.
I definitely have like video ideas to disrupt the algorithm, which I definitely need to start doing that. But that also doesn't uh create like community, like just a strong of a community. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like if you
Versus,
want
yeah, I know what you mean in terms of community and like especially I guess a brand or messaging like mine, it kind of needs to be sort of not just like you can't just see it once or twice and understand it. You got to kind of see it over and over, and then it's
yeah.
slowly people kind of find their own meaning behind like the words "nice like ice" or like what the brand represents.
Yeah. So we're gonna cook. I'm gonna send you in the studio chat on this. I'm gonna send you the link that is required to sign up for a school under me so that then I can help you. But don't click it yet because let's still cook. Like what would you call
Okay.
your type of business? What would you call your type of business? You're like probably you're definitely not a carpet cleaner. Let's keep looking through these until we find something. Like you could eventually be like a coaching business of sort, financial advisor. We're just gonna see if any of these resonate. I doubt it, but if any of them do, then it'll be super helpful. Pool builder, real estate agent. It's like for example, this list I'm going through. Like I don't know how much I paid for this. I think it's like a lot of money. It might have been like $3,000 US or something. Way too much.
It's insane.
Lifetime
This is just
access.
like all information that's like
Yeah,
highly valuable, I guess.
Yeah, like
Um,
these links are going to include websites and certain things that have been like developed for like multi-million dollar companies to just like plug into
uh,
their companies. So
like the
if we looked
backbone of like a
up,
lot of
yeah,
companies.
so like long term, are you going to think of yourself more as a local business? Like ideally, would you like to open up like a shop, or do you always want to be online?
Um, I mean, I think it would be cool to open up a shop for sure. Like, I've definitely thought about clothing before, obviously. Um, Clothing in the future because it just kind of aligns with like my hunger for design.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of it.
Well, cool,
So
cool
yeah,
enough.
clothing in the future. I don't know if clothing would be the main thing.
Yeah, well,
Um,
cool enough is at school you can have a clothing like thing, which is pretty sick. Like you can have a merch tab in your school that's coming. So like you could be a local business for sure. I forget why I can't open these damn links. Local business snapshot. Okay, cool. Now I got them. And then agency. It's like, would you be an agency?
mm, no, I don't think so.
Probably not. But at the same time, like if eventually, like let's say 12 years down the line, you've been doing nice ice like ice for so long that you are an agency because you're coaching people on how to live that life, right?
Mm.
Like long term,
Yeah,
let's
or
say
like
10 year, like are
yeah,
you
it's
coaching or
possible. It's
maybe
possible.
maybe you're coaching through content, you know? And so then you're a
Yeah,
content agency. But I think based on what I've heard from you, the coolest one to explore will do the local business. So local business is do the
yeah.
member login. So this is sick. Like me being able to what if I just copy this link, go here. Like this is my most fun part. This is why I love my job is because building like this is the best. Like solving problems, building in a way that yeah. Let's cook. Let's cook. Imported snapshots. Is it in here? We got real estate, implementation, school affiliate. No, we're gonna do yours, which is this one. Okay, so I need to sign in under my account. So also this thing, Go High Level, is I get 3 like seats with my Go High Level, and one's for me, one
Okay.
for is for my dad's podcast, and one was supposed to be for a real estate agent, but I referred them to a like better company, so I've got one more spot. So I'll give it to you, and you can mess around with it for as long as you want for free. Um,
Awesome, bro.
and
I would actually really
yeah,
appreciate that,
like
dude. Um,
because
that's sick.
by nature, this Google or what am I saying? Not Google. This. Oh wait, do you see my screen? Ah shit, I was sharing the
Yeah, I
wrong
do.
thing this whole time. No, but the last couple of seconds, I probably wasn't moving around on my screen, right?
Yeah, no, you weren't. Oh, you were sharing the wrong tab,
Yeah,
maybe.
because yeah, I was here because I'm sharing. I have an incognito browser because for some reason these links are like not opening up when I'm not in incognito. So, but now we're done with this. We're done. Oh, I actually want to do the 5 day challenge for my own stuff. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put the 5 day challenge into one of my own accounts, which I think would be cool. And actually, the agency one is just good to have. Um, so let's.
Well, this tech is
We're gonna
very
keep.
like it's very like it looks really cool. You know, like
Oh,
it
it
looks
is
very
super
like
cool.
it looks very helpful, you know?
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole for sure though. Like make sure like you
A
have
lot
my
to
number
learn.
when you're messing around with this. Like make sure. So what we're gonna do right now is we're going to go to your prospects. Nice like ice. So this as an
It's like
agency, I pay
ice.
the night. Yeah, I pay the. Is nice like ice, right?
Yeah, nice like ice.
Okay, so I wrote
I
it.
guess it'll be a capital L.
Okay, so
But that's
I can
okay.
edit that pretty easily. Um, general info
Yes, yeah, but doesn't yeah,
like,
probably doesn't fully
and
matter, but
then
yeah.
do you only have an Instagram at the moment?
Yeah, right now I only have the Insta.
Okay, cool.
Actually, no.
And
Actually, I have I have a Twitter account too.
do you
I
post
haven't
on it?
really posted too much on it. No, I've done like 3 tweets, but like at zero traction. It's kind of like very
Nice.
early.
Yeah. So what I'm going to show you, I have no idea how to like find stuff on Twitter, so you're gonna have to show me how to find you. But we'll just put it in
So
because you
it's
already have the
yeah,
account. Explore.
it's at nice like LCE. So the same thing as my Instagram. Because I
At
haven't gotten the I for the last I, so I used L.
like, oh, that's a little bit of a
Yeah,
finesse. I think that works though. People won't know any better. That's really funny. That's pretty funny. That's awesome.
yeah.
Good innovation right there. So enter the Twitter. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do is we're gonna convert you to a sub account. Pablo, what's your last name?
Barata, Baratta.
TTA, like that.
Yeah.
And then your email. Do you have one from Nice Like Ice?
Yeah, so it'd be Pablo at nicelikeIce.ca.
Tough. Nice Like Ice.ca. Cool. Enter business address. You don't have one. Do you want to just put like
Yeah, not yet.
Concordia?
Yeah, sure.
Here,
Yeah,
we're gonna do the lookout.
just for now.
We're gonna do the lookout in on Mount Royal. Why not? That'd be pretty cool. So Nice Like Ice.
Sure.
That's your phone number.
Yeah.
That's your website. Finish. Prospect already is converted. Okay.
Already a
And
sub
when?
account.
How and when did I do that? Okay, so what's gonna happen is we're not gonna be able to build this sub account until this one gets deleted, and this one is getting
Yeah, that's fair.
deleted by Go High Level. Here, let's see if it is fair, but let's see if I can delete it faster, because I'm sure they just have a process about these things. So let's just stay organized for a second. We're gonna stay organized and delete tabs we don't need. Refresh this to see our imported snapshots. So yeah, I can show you a little bit of how I use my own. So if I go to F3 connecting, like this is your moneymaker right here, is this the marketing tab. You can plan out all your social posts for life. So like every time I make a post, I post from here because I can click a couple of buttons. I can go new post, create new post, pick my accounts.
That's really
so
helpful.
I have ones. Yeah, pick one. So I'm posting to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Pinterest, and the schoolyard, YouTube, all in one go. So let me show you what I would do. So right now I'm going to click. What am I going to click? I'm going to put something on the screen and then just try to click it and see if it opens up. If you click that little pop up, does that open up the schoolyard?
It does. Yeah,
so click join.
school.com.
It's click join. It's free.
Okay, I'll make my account then.
Yeah, it's like creating a Facebook account. It's not going to charge you any money.
Verification code. And so school, you can be like a school ambassador that kind of gets other people to join school, or you can also be someone who uses just school in the background for your business.
So there's 3 different ways you can use school. You can use school like you use Facebook, where you just scroll, right? You just join groups and you hang out. Or how you use Discord probably is better. You can use school where you create your own, so you host your own Discord, and then you charge people membership if you want. And then you can affiliate school. So you can say, hey, Pablo, I think your business needs a school. Here's my link. So then under my link, you sign up to school and you're paying school the same amount. So it's still $9 a month or 99, but you're going to, every time you pay school $9, I get 40% of that for life because I've referred you into school. So can you share your screen? Share your screen
Yeah.
and let's just build your school live. This is going to be a yard build live, and it should take me about 30 minutes. I'm pretty fast at this stuff, and it'll be super, super cool. So I've got a custom GPT. Just your whole screen, to be honest. It'll just be easier because we'll probably jump around. Yeah. So let's go. Let's click the join f3connect.com/opt-in in the studio chat. You see the studio chat? Studio chat right there. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, click that. But before we click that, go. Oh, rip. How did I? Oh, I wrote it down wrong. Okay, so go back to your school yard and complete your profile. So make sure you add a profile pic because you need to add a human profile pic. Otherwise, people aren't really going to like you on school.
Okay, fair.
So let's do. Nice.
I know what to put here. Can I drag and drop, or can I take a picture?
If you were doing this on your phone, you could take a picture, but I mean, honestly, just do anything so that you can create it and then you can fix it later. Like download the school app on your phone after, because that's where you'll do probably most of your stuff. There you go. That's good. Like, so now just click.
That's a good, super old pic.
Yeah, it's fire. So now membership pending. So now stop sharing your screen, and I'll share mine, and I'll show you what my onboarding process looks like, and I'll show you literally every step I do, so you'll understand how I'm using my tools. So you just joined. So if I go to membership requests, Pablo Barada just joined. So this is what I do. And you're going to have to give a better fun fact about yourself after.
Yeah.
What I do is I take a screenshot. Do I need this chat? No, I don't need this chat. So I'm going to go to my GPTs. So this is where my AI certificate in ethical prompting comes in clutch, because I have built out these freaking awesome ass GPTs. So I'm just gonna take a picture of you, not the other guy. So this is your membership card. Whenever you join, you get a membership card. And so what's your actual fun fact? Like, what's something unique about you or funny about you? Again, that's raw and authentic.
I don't know what I could think about now.
I bought a trademark before even knowing how to do anything in business.
That's pretty good. I bought a I bought a trademark before making, before I knew anything about my business. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
There you go. It's hilarious. Like, all the people in here are gonna be like, "You did what? You paid how much for what?"
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though. It's a good little personality thing, because it's like, sure, maybe I'm not very literate in like all the business happenings, but I what's it called? I got the confidence. I know this shit's gonna work. So I approve you, and so you're in. And so what I do as a owner is I'm also just going to join this group because I think it's pretty cool. How likely would you be to enroll? Sure. LinkedIn. See if that just lets me in. Okay, cool. Because I think this is a decently cool idea for a school. So I join schools all the time. And I will show you how to make yours insanely like exciting. Like this will be your new passion project if I do this right. So to show you a little bit about what I do is in the last 30 days, and it's literally only been, I opened this on October 19th. As you can see, this is the first day, October 19th. And so I've grown it to 131 members. And I think it's actually 141 right now. And I have like no clout.
Wow.
Like no clout. Like
104
nobody knows me.
people in the
100
past.
142 right now. Right here.
That's 3 days. Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and we can even listen to some music if we wanted to. And when you get paid by school, this is what it looks like. Like literally, if you signed up for my premium right now, it would go cha-ching, $22 from Pablo, which would be awesome. Cool. So let's see, let this thing cook in the background. Schoolyard is worth protecting. This particular site is not where I start. Right now, claim it, own your domains, keep building. Got it. Sure. Think about that. Sure. Let's do a brand protection checklist. So, yeah, we're going to cook. We are going to cook. So I'm going to show you how I use my social planner. I'm going to show you. Okay, so I guess while we're waiting for this to get created, let's go through your audit. So your audit is that your overall score in terms of your online marketing audit is a 25%, which is pretty shitty. 79% of your customers do online research before purchasing decisions. Missing or partial information about your business leads to confusion and loss of business. We can help enhance your online presence and resolve the errors mentioned in your report. Yes, I can do that. So your online reputation is 0. You got 0 listings online. Business details are 25% filled out. You got no techno stack. At least GoDaddy is 83% out of 100 in terms of website performance credibility, and you don't have a Google business. So the internet does not know about Nice Like Ice. That's what this is saying.
Yeah.
And so it's our job, more my job, to make sure that the internet eventually knows about Nice Like Ice. So how we're going to do that is we're going to complain
I was like, how does it really work in terms of, like, is it just doing certain steps here and there? Because I feel like the only way this would work is if I just start putting out content that goes viral, like that like that's the way I view it. It's going to be like, that's how I'm going to get
you need to
interaction.
You need to change that philosophy, because there's nowhere in this chart that shows me that I went viral. If you pull up my Instagram, you would. So let's do a compare and contrast.
Yeah, it's true.
We'll do a compare and contrast of my Instagram compared with my school, and we're gonna go, does it make sense that this Instagram is connected and related to the same school? So we're gonna go Instagram. I've got 132 followers, shit ton of posts because I kind of just post like slop, and I follow way too many people. I've got a decent bio, decent profile picture, good name, but this is all I'm posting. Is I post whenever someone joins, I post their membership card, and then every once in a while I have like a real life video. So I post all the time. But would you think that this Instagram page is, 2 questions, is growing as fast as this community is and is making this much money? And this is US dollars.
Money definitely doesn't match the page. Like the money's much higher than like what the page would look like, for sure.
So like in the last month, I've gone from making $87 in just a single one-time payment to $951 net cash. And that's not considering my affiliate commissions, which are even bigger. The affiliate is insane. I got a crazy payout. I got this much payout because somebody referred me to, or someone used my referral link to like a really high level mastermind. So I think it was the YouTube, where is it? It was YouTube Accelerator. If you can find the YouTube Accelerator before I can. Oh, actually, I don't think it's here because I think I'm out of the community because I got a refund and I'm gonna
So someone
reopen it.
used your referral link and
Yeah.
then someone else used it, and then that person was already, I guess,
So
doing
yeah.
well, or like was,
So like that person, the person that used my referral link bought the YouTube Accelerator program, which is like 9,000 US dollars or something one time. And
that's
so
crazy.
because he
That's
used
crazy.
my yeah, because he used my referral link, I got this much money, which is crazy to me because
Wow.
I did no work, literally no work, except that link is somewhere in my school. And because of
Yeah,
how
just
the
like
referral
advertising your
program,
school.
yeah, because of how the referral program is built in school, I now made 1,800 US dollars. This is the biggest payday I've ever made in terms of like zero energy or effort put into it and like crazy money back. Like to me,
Pretty
this makes no
insane.
sense. Like
Yeah.
it's almost like
No, it's
it's almost
pretty
like
pretty mind-boggling.
it's almost a cheat code. Yeah. So, anyways, all that to say is that my community is like my life's work, and I like love it to death. Um, and it's so successful. Like this was I posted this 5 hours ago, and I've got 40 comments.
Yeah,
Right?
that's pretty sick.
You post anything 5 hours ago
Yeah.
on a social media, you're not gonna get 40 comments unless you're like freaking I don't know some popular YouTuber like PewDiePie or
Yeah.
something, right? Meanwhile, I'm just some like little dude that teaches people how to build schools, and I've got that type of engagement. And so, engagement like this is where you make an impact. It's not on social media. It's like social media, even if you blow up and you start a huge following, you've got followers. You don't actually have like members, or
Yeah, like loyal
you don't have
customers, like
fans.
loyal supporters.
Yeah,
Yeah, fans.
you want to have fans. You don't want to have like you want to have fans. You don't want to have followers. Is essentially what I'm
Yeah.
getting at. So does this look like you at all? Not really.
No, not really.
Text
I
me
do have
a
the
photo of you.
I do have a bit of a beard here. Yeah, I'll text
Yeah.
you.
What text just take a screenshot or whatever your favorite photo of you is and text it to me and I'll open it up on my mirroring and we'll put that in because that looks nothing like you. Also made you look skinny as fuck. Um
Uh, here.
uh, fucking Robert. You know, do you know Robert Schoen?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, anyways, he's my
Did you go to LCC as
girlfriend's.
well?
I went to Loyola. He was my girlfriend's
Yeah.
brother, and I hired him as a client success manager because he's kind of into entrepreneurship, and I just need him for the weekend when I'm running my challenge. And guy's retarded, bro. I love him
Wow,
to death,
you
but
just
I love him to death. But look at this. I gave him very clear instructions. Like, see this big paragraph of text? I take it from my GPT and paste it to him, and it says,
yeah.
it speaks in my tone. It goes, "Yo, man, quick download for Black Friday so you're not guessing in the DMs. The offer is called what it actually is." So I give him all the details on what the Black Friday offer is, and then I go, "If someone seems interested, you can say something like, 'This is Jack, basically Jack's full operating,' and he goes, 'Okay, so that's what I send them, the whole thing.'" I'm like, brother, please fucking read the damn text. Like,
Just
no,
read it. Just read it.
just just read,
Yeah.
dude. But anyways, he's a kid, so I don't get mad or anything. I'm just like, come on, man. Did you text me the
That's
photo of your face?
yeah, I sent it to jack.f3connect@gmail.com.
Oh, you sent it by
Is that the right
Gmail.
one?
Got it. Yeah, that's fine. Um, let's.
Or I don't know if I have your, maybe I don't have your number.
No, you do. I've been
Because I
texting you.
sent it I sent it on text message SMS, but it's sent it to your email though.
Weird. All right, we'll figure it out.
Oh wait, here it's here.
Anyway,
Okay, wait.
yeah, I've got the
Now I
photo
can
anyway.
send it to you.
This message was brought to you by Rogers. What the fuck? Oh, that's pretty
This is the
cool.
same
Nice
one
little
I have as
glass.
my that's like I wrote it on my mirror and like a couple months ago. That's also like my Instagram thing. Because like if
Like
someone
your
is like
personal.
curious enough, Yeah, yeah, it's my personal. Someone's like curious enough to like look at, like go in and zoom in on my personal thing, and they'll just like read nice like I saw in the mirror, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is really cool. I think we should figure out what day. Like, I know my Sunday mornings are really good for like a podcast like this. Um, we could do like a case study. Like, obviously, we're building up your ideas, but at the same time, not able to assist. Okay, let me do something quickly because I want to delete this account so that I can create yours. So this is also just a good testimonial for Go High Level's like client success team, is that how rapidly you can get customer support from a real human is ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna get my problem solved in like 2 minutes. So all I need to do is find my like personal ID, which is in my company tab. Yeah, my relationship number right here. Got to copy this. Got to join the meeting whenever it loads. And yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through, like, we already know that you've got a lot you can fix, which is the most exciting stuff. It's because it's easy to, like, you're not even fixing stuff, you're just building. Like, you're just gonna build a couple of Google business reviews. You're gonna
Yeah.
like just ask your buddies, like, hey, if I've ever told you anything that like changed your mindset or something, can you leave me a 5-star review and tell me about it? And just get yourself like
Mhm.
5 Google reviews, and that's gonna
And
be a
it kind of like
huge
gets yourself like out there. Yeah, it gets like the
exactly
name of the business out there,
exactly
and kind of like starting to like blend it in into like the real world, like putting it around
yeah
sort of like into actual, I guess, like online things, or yeah, I know what you
yeah
mean.
just giving your
Sort of like starting
brand a
to like
little bit of
actually establish it.
yeah giving your your brand, Lord, your brand a little bit of credibility. um
Mhm.
Why is the Zoom call doing this and loading infinitely? What did I break? I guess I'll just be patient and hold it here. So what we can do is build your school in like 20 minutes. So I have your photo, so I'm going to introduce you once it's done getting created. We know that you need a Go High Level account, especially for the amount of posting that you want to do. So I'll set you up with that, but it's not the priority. Like, you don't need this out the gates. What you do need is a school, because right now, essentially, your call to action is just follow me. But following is not going to like make the impact that you want. So the call to action now will be join my school. So how we're going to do that is click this button that's about to pop up on the screen. Oh wait, that's the wrong button. Whoops. Because that one's subscribing to my school. So do the school, the one in the chat, the second link, and share your screen before you do this, and I'll walk you through what it looks like. And when you hit share screen, click like share system audio.
Screen. Okay, there.
All right, so hit learn
Here, right?
more. Yeah, so this is my landing page that I set up on Go High Level, actually. So just put in your name and your email.
Right. And I just click start your own community.
Yeah, but before we do that, watch the video, because the video is going to give you a huge, like, so if you play it, am I going to hear it? Just click watch.
Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and thought,
Yeah.
wow, I should be
So I
further
hear
ahead.
it. So like, if
You're
you want, you
trying
can
to
put
make
on
money
2x speed
online
or whatever you want.
business. You feel like
But
you're not allowed.
yeah, let's
Every
watch
day,
this.
other people succeeding, you wonder, why am I not succeeding? Maybe you don't like your job or you're unfulfilled. You want to do something you love and make money, but you feel stuck, bored, confused, or maybe afraid. I get it. I spent years in the exact same spot, afraid to fail, but ashamed of being afraid. And it wasn't until I paid another business owner to teach me how to run a local business that I felt comfortable starting my own. He showed me ropes and gave me confidence to start. And after scaling my local gym chain, I started a company called Gym Launch that I sold years later for $46.2 million. Now, what I want to do is pay the favor. I want to show you the ropes the exact way that business owner did for me. And as the person with the largest community in school, which I'll tell you about in a second, I can show you exactly what to do. You can start your own online community business today with all the things I didn't know when I started my first business for free, the school games. So imagine building a business being as easy as playing a video game with step-by-step instructions, live workshops, real-time leaderboards, and new friends to make it fun. If all that were true, would you at least be interested? Okay. Now you might be wondering, well, what exactly is school? How does school games work? How much does it cost? Do we need to be an expert? Do we need an audience? What are the prizes? Great questions. Let me break it down for you. School games is a fun, easy way to build your online business. No experience or followers needed. Just simply choose a painful experience you overcame, something you find interesting or you're passionate about, or some skill you learned throughout your career, no matter how small. It could be as simple as a better way to organize folders, or meal prepping for kids who have food allergies, or travel hacks. And then all you have to do is just invite people to the community about overcoming that pain, following that passion, or learning that skill. And we'll show you exactly how to build it and monetize it on your first try. Now, if that sounds insanely simple, that's because it is. So check it out. Akeem, a former barber, now teaches barbers how to cut hair. He makes over $16,000 a month in recurring revenue. Was able to retire his mom from his online community. Levi, his partner from Music Money VIP, help musicians and creatives learn the business of making money. And they take over $30,000 a month in that community. Evelyn gained 234 members on her first month in the school games organically, just from the millions of users we already have on school. And how about Christian, who simply teaches people how to flip phones and was able to make a phone flipping community? Ty created a YouTube community, helping other YouTubers make better thumbnails and headlines. And this is the first time he's ever made an offer. He's earning over $57,000 a month after his first school games. Nate and his brother are really into anime and fitness. So they created a community to help people do anime and fitness together and become their own heroes. And they did $91,000 recurring revenue their first month. And Kenneth started Creditpreneurs, a community that helps people improve their credit scores and makes over $70,000 a month in recurring revenue. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be about making the money. It could just be doing the things you love. Jen teaches people how to paint with acrylic. Antonio teaches men how to pick the right cologne. Ryan has a paint community just for fun with funny gifts, and he has hundreds of people paying him $1 a month. The possibilities really are endless. And here's the thing: you can become one of these success stories. You want to know why I say that so confident? Because 54.1% of people who start a paid community in school make money. Yes, is that right? More than 1 out of 2 people who start a paid community in school make money. That means by your next reunion, instead of answering, what are you up to these days? You could be answering, how'd you do that? And could you help me? And the thing is you probably could, because it's not that hard. So think about a paid community like this. It's kind of like an online party. So when people go to a party, it's not the host that makes the party, it's the other people at the party. Those just invite the guests, provide the place to meet, and set the rules for the party. And since it's your party, you can make the theme whatever you want and invite whoever you want. And when the party rocks, you get all the credit. No, you just play the game. And when the format costs money to let people in, it all goes to you. Right now, people are paying hundreds, sometimes thousands to get into digital communities the same way they do nightclubs or cafes. Just think about it as a place where lots of people who want to talk about the same stuff can gather together. And people pay to get in. And the crazy thing is people are selling courses and coaching programs for thousands and tens of thousands on how to build a business like this because it's so profitable. But what if there were a faster, easier, zero-risk way to learn how to do this for yourself? What if you could learn how to start, scale, and monetize an online group the right way on your first try for free? Would you at least consider it? All right. So for those of you who want more out of life, an online community takes the least amount of time to get started. You can literally make money in hours. It requires the least skill. If you can invite people to a party, you can make this business work. And you don't need to be an expert. You just invite those people and let them do the heavy lifting for you. Kind of like Wikipedia. Wikipedia is not the expert at anything. They just bring the people together and then they are the online de facto experts. It's even faster than building a course or starting a coaching program because you don't need to have all the answers for that exact reason. Interested yet? Good. Because school games was designed to smash through every obstacle that once stood in the way of starting an online business. It's why we have such an insanely high success rate. We've obsessed for years about removing everything that stops people from succeeding. And that's why with the school games, you can succeed without an audience or expertise. Because let's face it, most people don't. And so we had to figure out a way to help people win. And of the 5 of the 7 communities I talked about earlier who won the school games in the first month, only 2 of them had organic followers before they started. You don't need any fancy software, calendars, payment processing. Everything you need is already built in school. And you don't even have to know what your community is going to be about yet. I'll show you how to pick it. It's simple. You can do it in less than 20 minutes. And if you're wondering, well, how do I get people invited to my community? Don't worry. You don't have to ask people you know. We've made it simple to crowdsource community, just like Evelyn did through school itself on the millions of users we already have on the platform. As for tech skills, you don't need any. If you have the technology to watch this video right now, you already have all the tech you need to start, scale, succeed. So what happens if you sign up right now? Well, you'll follow our process. You'll build a fake community about whatever it is you love. And if you become one of the top 10 communities on the leaderboard, you'll join me and other successful community owners here in Vegas. And even if you don't win the first month, you get to keep competing every month until you win. And then you can join all the alumni and all the past winners to get to the next level. Worst case scenario, you join, you do nothing, you decide to quit and walk away with thousands of dollars worth of knowledge that you can take with you on whatever business venture you want next. Best case scenario, you take a zero-risk move and change your life forever. Or maybe you're just like Kyle, who's never won the games, never gotten the top 10, and just built a community that makes him $4,664 a month in recurring revenue. He didn't win any awards, but with 3, 4, 5 grand a month, change things for you. If so, then you're in the right place. Remember, the only guarantee is that if you don't take the shot, you'll stay exactly where you are. But if you do, you could be the next one coming out to Vegas celebrating how quickly you built an online business with consistent monthly recurring revenue. Then click the button below to join the school games now. If you join this month, I'll personally onboard you live. Sign up and I'll see you on our morning call on Monday. You can ask me whatever you want. Now, if you're worried about starting a free trial, we offer an unconditional money back guarantee. So if you finish your trial and you forget to cancel, just let us know and we'll refund you. All right, we just want people to win. I'm gonna say this one more time because it's important. 1 out of 2 people who start a paid community school make money, with the average paid community owner earning $1,360 per month. You really can do this. Click the button and let's get started.
You. I didn't hear you.
I don't
Can't hear you, by the way.
Yeah, okay, now we're done. So what I was doing that whole time is I was on the support call with Go High Level trying to figure out if I can delete the account to create yours. But instead, just continue sharing your screen. We'll build yours in like 5 minutes, and then we can open up for Q&A if you have to answer, and then we'll just book another call where we can build your community for you.
That sounds good.
Oh shit, your image turned out sick. Your card?
This one?
You'll see it. I'm about
See
to
it? Oh, okay, that.
Yeah, I'll post it in the school group. You'll get like a tag from me.
Right.
Post. So yeah, share your screen and just see what that looks like. Yeah.
You see it?
So go to the
My
schoolyard.
screen now.
The schoolyard. Yeah, go to schoolyard top right. Click new post. Nope. Okay, that's fine. The load new post would have worked too. Go down, 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 down. Up, too high, too high, too high. Way too low, way too low. It's the fourth post. It's gonna be the fourth from the top, so way too low. Yeah.
Here it is.
MVP. There you go. TM before MVP.
That's
so go
sick.
there. Yeah, click on it.
Pretty sick.
So it says when you joined, nice like ice. Trademarked on the that's hype. Owner Pablo Barada. Yeah.
Cool.
That is
pretty
hype.
Cool, pretty cool.
So if you click out of here,
snow thing.
Yeah.
And then
go
and the TM thing.
Yeah, click the GIF in the bottom right and just say anything. GIF no. Back. GIF in the bottom right. Yeah. Just put whatever you want. Like you can look up ice, you can look up trademark. Just put whatever you want just so that people see you. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Just comment it. Yeah, you can say whatever you want, or you can just leave the GIF. Yeah, that's sick. Nice. All right, so now let's go back to the other one, the school games tab.
Nice like ice.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun in this community. There's a lot of like-minded people, so you get to fuck around with it after. But let's build yours first. So go start your community. What? Okay. Click go. So go back to the
reload
top.
this page.
No. Go back to that other page, the one that had a glitch in it. Click the URL at the top, and you see the percentage 20. You just need to delete the percentage 20.
Okay.
Yeah. Now just select that. Never mind. Ah, shit. Go back. Actually, wait. I'm being annoying. Click. You see own a school that funds your life in the. All right, whatever. No, that's fine. Yikes! This is own a school that funds your life. Middle right. Own a school. It's a link. Own a school that funds your life. Right there. Right on your thing. Those are links. So yeah, top one. Yep. Lord, I'm not good at my own links. All right, give me 1 second. This is hilarious. School platform, copy. Okay, just go back to the chat of Riverside and click that link, and I will fix my links on my side.
Huge. So I select.
So what I recommend is select the 99 a month because you're gonna get a free trial, and then so you get a 14-day free trial. With the 99, it gives you the opportunity to add me as an admin, so I can do a lot of the building for you in a way that I know works for school, and try to get you the same results as me. And then on day 13, you just downgrade to the $9 a month, and you only get charged $9.
Oh, nice. Okay, fair.
Yeah. So you can use whatever you want. So group name, make sure you name it nice like ice for your group name. This is going to be fucking sick. I'm so happy you're building a school. It's going to be one of my passion projects. Huge. I think your like ideology behind it is sick. So just go start free trial.
Seriously. Yeah. I don't have this is not like the right credit card. So I still have to like low-key set that up.
Do you have a card on you that is the right one? Like with the digits? Like if you stop
Yeah,
sharing.
yeah, maybe I'll just do that then.
Yeah, just type in the details to stop sharing so that we don't see your damn card details. And then just type in, like, if you have the physical card on you, you can just type in the digits. And I mean, it's not going to charge you right now. It's just, it won't let you build it like a free trial without it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You know what? I need to ask you a favor. I'm doing the sprint. I'm doing the sprint for my community where I teach people how to go from idea to profitable school Friday to Monday. It's called a challenge. It's a 5-day challenge. On Thursday, I'm doing day 0, where my idea was I was going to pick someone from the group and build their school for them. Like from idea, nothing, they have no idea how to use the platform, to build. So once you start this, don't add anything. You can go like click around and fuck around, but don't add anything. Keep it like a blank canvas. And then tomorrow, if you're available, tomorrow you available at like 6 p.m.?
I actually have class. I'll be in class at that time.
What time do you end class?
Until like 8:45.
8:45. Do you have no class before 6 p.m.?
Yeah, exactly. My class starts at like 5:30 or 5:30.
So if we did like 4 p.m. till 5, you'd be good?
I think so. I'll confirm with you on text.
Yeah, we can do 4 p.m. to 5, or if you want, we can do 9 to 10 p.m. Either of the options work. Just tell me, because I'm going to change the calendar invite on my school, like for day 0. And like, you'll be the person I pull from the audience, and we're going to build up your school, because it's a perfect example for my content, because you've never used school before. You have no idea what's going on. So all your questions will be genuine in the sense that you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, what do you mean click this button? And so it'll like force me to like think very strategically on how I teach things to you. And then it'll be such good it will be golden content for me, because the whole point of day 0 is to build something for someone, to show people how easy it is, even if you have no idea what's going on.
You're sick. Yeah, for sure. I think I think we'll do 9 to 10. I think that'll be better.
Okay.
So put 9 to 10 on your calendar now, and then I'll confirm with you.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Just trying to change something about the calendar. Okay, so once you pay, or once you start the free trial, share your screen again, and I'll just show you like 2 things, and then we'll dip.
Huge. Okay, let me try to put my credit card. It says my card is just not working.
You type it in wrong or something, or?
But it's like the same thing, but it just doesn't. It just says like invalid. Maybe I should just. I don't know. Maybe I'll get offline, and then after I'll just I guess contact my bank, because I usually only use tap on my phone.
What you
never use the actual card.
What you should do is download school on your phone right now, Like on your phone, open up your phone, look up school community, because then you can pay with Apple Pay, and also you're not even paying. It's just a 14-day free trial. So like, feel free if you get to day 13 and you're like, I don't like this stuff, then feel free to cancel. It doesn't affect me, but I can guarantee it's definitely gonna like answer your prayers in terms of the community you were trying to build and the movement. But
school communities, huh?
yeah, first one. So just make sure when you sign up for your school community, like once you're signed in under the app, go click this referral link, because otherwise you'll just be paying school and I won't get your referral, which is fine. But so the link I'm about to text you, once you have school downloaded and you're signed in, click that link. Look at this.
Download the app.
I think I can put like sound effects. Is this working? No, it's not. That's funny. Why can't I get the drum roll to work? I can do like transitions apparently.
It's kind of like hard to. I think I'm gonna have to do it like offline because I'm also like kind of in a bit of a rush now.
Yeah, no worries.
And it's like kind of like my phone is just kind of being difficult. Like I'm trying to.
Yeah, okay. So don't stress about it.
So I'll just text you, and then we'll also we can do it. We can hop on another call.
Yeah. So if we do the call next, for or like not next Friday, sorry. If we do the call like now, not now, tomorrow at 9 p.m. You'll be golden. We'll set it up there. Try to get the stuff like ready by then. But if not, we'll figure it out on the call. And what I'll do right now is I'll upgrade your membership from the free plan to the paid plan so that you can join the call tomorrow. So that's
huge.
It's 22. Yeah, it's $22 a month, but I can spot you it for the first month or something, just so that you can join the sprint. And I can use you as a testimonial. So yeah, sick. Thanks for joining, man.
Sick, dude. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, bro.
Yeah. And now we have
appreciate the call, bro, and the conversation.
Yeah, you and I have 2 hours and 40 minutes worth of content. So I'm going to splice this up into reels and into long form, and I'll send you everything you need.
Huge, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate it, dude.
Yeah. And look at this. I'm going to make you Nice like ice founder. You see your name, it just changed under your name.
And
Your
on
name.
Schoolyard.
No, on the Riverside.
Oh yeah,
Like
oh yeah,
on
on
this
Riverside.
call.
Yeah.
Nice like ice founder. Sick. All right,
That's
well,
the
I'll see
guy's
you, man.
founder. Sick, bro. I really appreciate you, bro. I'll
Got it.
talk to you soon, bro.
Yeah, just give me a call if you have any problems with the payments. I'm not sure what it is, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah, amazing.
All right,
All
cool.
right,
Have a
thank
good
you,
one.
dude.
Nice